what the hell's going on with this audio? What the hell is going on with this audio? Were you playing the stream through your mic? Mike, are you playing the stream through your mic? Why were you feedbacking the stream? How long have you been doing that?
I was trying for a while, but it only got really bad like a little bit before you came back. So
I was just I was just going to go get I was just getting a stream snack to have while we stream, and I come back and you're here goofing up the audio. The music is still playing. I've still got the goddamn background music playing. Well, let me turn this off. I've still got the goddamn background music playing. I just went to go. I got a scone. I went to go get a scone because I thought, yes, I'll have something fancy. I've been working hard. And I deserve a treat, so I get myself a scone, and here you are, just deafening my audience.
I generally don't know how bad it was. I tried to be subtle about it. I didn't want to I just thought it'd be really funny if there's just a slight echo that just kind of built like that Tay stream where he was playing TF2 and accidentally sort of loop echoed himself.
You know
what?
Really
funny.
I did that once. I can't remember what the stream was, but I did that in the opening of a stream. I had the stream menu stuff open on one tab, but I had the actual stream open in another browser. Because I think it was like a year or so, it was a while ago, and I just wanted to double check that everything looked fine from the viewer's end. And so of course I forgot to close it. I started the stream, and then 30 seconds later the stream started playing over itself, and then the stream it started looping and looping and looping, and I was just, oh god.
I love it's just for some reason, even when I was a kid, computers crashing and just computers glitching out and doing weird things has always been really funny to me, and I don't know exactly why. Just I'd be playing a video game, and if it crashed, I would just die of laughter because it's really funny.
Is it bad that the first proper computer I had was this old office desktop? I still have it at my parents' house. It was this old office desktop I got off of eBay for 60 quid. And it was so janky because I tried to shove a half-decent graphics card in it so I could play games. It was so janky, I could time how long it would take to crash almost to the second, because it would make a certain sound, it would freeze for a second, and I was just oh, is it crashing? Which, especially when you're trying to do college coursework, isn't ideal, especially when you've forgotten to save in a hot minute.
Oh no.
It genuinely was, ugh.
For my university, I just got myself I think just like a little Lenovo thing, not Lenovo. Actually, I don't remember the brand. It was a computer. I got a cheap little laptop. It's for writing just words and nothing else, really. It's great.
I do need to get myself a little laptop for whenever I travel, just so I can crack on with work.
Yeah.
And so I can talk about trains and write scripts about trains.
It's so I can get on a train and then whip out my laptop and look like I'm a professional when really all I'm doing is just sort of cycling through a couple different websites.
I'm just playing Minesweeper.
I'm just
I dropped 900 quid on a laptop just so I can play Minesweeper more efficiently.
Frame perfect minesweeping.
Anyway,
You love to see
hello chat.
Hello, everyone.
It's been a hot minute.
It has been a little while. It's been a few weeks.
Yeah. The last few streams have just been me playing Locomotives, and then this stream we're finally doing Cursed Trains again.
Yep, we're getting right back to it.
We're doing everyone's favourite stream where I sit here with my scone and I eat my scone and I talk about everyone's favourite thing. We all know it. The Twilight Saga movies.
Yeah, exactly.
I love those movies.
I think they are a cinematic achievement on par with Citizen Kane, Pulp Fiction, and Twilight, the second one with the subtitle.
I love that you couldn't even remember the name of a single one of the films. It's just for your clarification, Mike. It's Twilight, then it's Twilight New Moon, Twilight Eclipse, then it's Breaking Dawn Part 1 and 2. God, Mike, it's like you've not sat down and watched all 5 of these cinematic masterpieces.
I've been procrastinating. It's like me and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Every evening I say like I'm gonna watch it this evening, and I'm like, no, it's 3 hours, but no, I'll watch it tomorrow, and then I never do.
But Twilight's like half that time, so you can watch it twice in the time span it would take you to watch the one Tarantino film.
Is that real? Is that true?
Oh, probably. I don't pay attention to the timestamps of the movie. Genuinely, I love the Twilight films because they're just this. They exist in this weird vacuum of so bad they're good, but in ways that you don't quite expect. Like,
interesting.
Like, let me put it to you this way. Like, spoilers, I guess, but like...
Yeah, everybody who's like super jazzed about watching... How old is Twilight? That was
it's like a decade ago now.
Yeah, no, God, man.
But like, the plot of the, the whole plot of the first Twilight film is, some loser girl moves to the middle of the town, moves to Forks, Washington...
I think there's a vampire somewhere.
To go live with her dad, and she enrolls in the school and whatnot, and it turns out one of the other students at the school is this a hunky vampire, but no, he's a monster. He's evil, he's a vampire, but he's
Nosferatu.
He's a big softie, and he loves her, and he's fascinated by her because of reasons. But throughout the whole movie, like, Bella is constantly, like, stumbling and tripping over things. So, because, she's meant to be, this, like, self-insert, she's so clumsy kind of character. And the movie ends with, like, this big fight, because there's this other vampire that wants to, like, bite Bella to, stick it to Edward. I can't remember the reasoning, it's dumb. But, like...
Oh yeah, Nosferatu.
It ends with it ends with this like great big like tussle and whatnot, and Bella gets hurt in the commotion. She ends up in hospital, and when her dad shows up to hospital, like, hey, what happened? The excuse they come up with is that she's so clumsy she tripped down a flight of stairs and fell out of a window. It was either fall out of a window or trip down a flight of stairs. No, she somehow does both.
I mean, that's just good screenwriting.
That's just phenomenal screenwriting.
Yeah.
Tarantino could never.
He wishes.
AI could never. Like, Oh
Right.
dear. Should we? I was about to. Should we look at what chat's saying? Because people are obviously getting anxious for us
Chat
to
wants to see
start.
the trains. Chat always wants to see the
Chat
trains.
always wants to see trains, but let's just see what people are saying. What did I miss? Not a whole lot. Time to make train pixel art while I wait. Hey, pixel art's. I like pixel art.
It's pretty cool. Pixel art's pretty decent.
Nice. But I'm gonna come back later when we aren't talking about obscure stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? This is Train of Thought, bitch. We're always talking about obscure, stupid stuff. Come back never, because that's when we'll stop talking about it. Oh, dear. Okay. People keep saying messages in chat.
The chat it do be chatting.
Chat do be chatting. Can we see some cursed trains now? In a minute! Oh, D-Man, Train of Thought, I made some big purchases recently, so I'm not donating any money this stream. Have $5 imaginary instead.
Thank you for the $5
Well, there goes,
I like it.
there goes all of the revenue I could possibly earn from this stream. Now that D-Man... I might as well just end the stream now. Now D-Man's not donating this week. What's the fucking point?
Oh, no.
Nah, we'll keep going.
It's alright. We love you.
Please tell me you've played or will soon play Deltarune Chapters 3 and 4. No chat spoilers.
Ooh.
I've not even purchased Chapter 3 or 4 yet. I've been meaning to.
Me too.
I want to replay Chapter 1 and 2 just to, refresh myself on it before I play 3 and 4.
I have the opposite problem where I played chapters 1 and 2 through the survey program that Chubby Fox released. That's a separate thing. Basically what I'm saying is I didn't have the demo downloaded on Steam. So I don't know if you can take your save file from that and put it into the Steam version somehow.
What it is when you boot up the game, at least with the demo, it asked if you've played Chapter 1, and then you can just hit yes and it'll immediately start Chapter 2. So I don't know if... I do think, though, it's one of those things where there might be one or two things that don't transfer over. I don't know how big a part it's going to play in the grand scheme of things, because Undertale and Deltarune is one of those games. But it's the small things, like in Chapter 2, when Rule's card shows up again on the battery acid tunnel of love. When he shows up again, he's standing on the thrash machine that you build in Chapter 1.
Oh yeah, I remember that bit.
And the only
that's the thing.
The only reason I figured that out is because when I saw him show up again, I was like, what's he on? And then it wasn't until I saw a playthrough someone else did as I realised, oh, that's the thrash machine, and it saved what it was you built in the first chapter and brought it over to the second. So it's little things like that that I don't really want to lose when playing the game, so I am probably going to play through chapters 1 and 2 again, just so I've got that peace of mind.
Oh, Demon in chat says that, okay, the data does transfer to the full game. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Demon. That is very cool. I'm looking forward to playing it. I really loved Deltarune 1 and 2. I can't wait for Deltarune 3. I'm so excited for it.
Someone's asking, how does he dox himself this stream? What do you mean? Have I doxed myself on stream?
Probably. I mean, cumulatively.
I don't want that.
I don't want that to happen.
I don't want to get swatted.
Oh, God.
What do you mean, at least twice? I said I live in Manchester. How is that? That's the most information I've ever given away.
No, but you see, based on the noise of the fireworks from your window on that one stream
Oh
4 years
God!
ago,
Oh, is
I'm
that how
able
they
to
figured it out?
triangulate the position.
You've doxed at least once or twice in small ways, but not fully. Oh God! Oh no!
That just means you gotta work hard for it.
Someone's gonna have to ping me a message and just to double check that I've never underestimate a trans woman. Am I gonna get doxed by a trans woman? Is that a threat?
Here's a fun secret contest. If you can figure out Todd's exact location, you win $4.
No. Do not. Are you putting a bounty on me? Are you putting a fucking bounty on me?
No, because I already know where you live. It's not a bounty.
What?
It's not. It's not.
Don't. Just a teenage rail fan says deal. Don't. No. No. Mike's broke. He won't deliver. Trust me. I had to pay for everything when he came to Manchester. So he's broke. Don't believe his lies.
That's true. I drank his milk. I broke his glass. I stole
You
everything
did break
from his
my
home.
glass.
I did.
It's bad enough you come to my house, you eat my food, you break my glass.
It was like a real like comedy of errors moment where it was just like a gentle bump, just like It was like that time where I had like a whole Mr. Bean routine when I was trying to unlock your front door. Remember that?
In fairness, my front door is like really difficult to unlock.
He has the most complicated front door you've ever seen. It's
we won't
absurd.
tell them anything about my front door because if I do, that'll allow them to dox me, and we can't have that.
No, but that's all. Only like 5 people in Manchester have a front door.
Oh yeah, no, no. But then that really narrows it down.
Oh no!
That does the opposite. If I'm one of the minority of people that has a front door, then that makes me easier to... I don't have a front door. I live in a tent in Deansgate. If you've ever gotten off the tram at Deansgate and you've walked along the canal, I live in like a tent around there. There you go.
ToT skulks about on like the upper floor of the Manchester Central Railway Station.
Oh god,
like
someone's
the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Hold on, someone's just posted coordinates in chat. I'm gonna have to
just to be safe.
I'm double checking this.
You can't see it, chat, and neither can I. But I know that ToT's like sweating right now.
I am.
It's like that gif.
I am shitting so many bricks. You do not know.
That Key and Peele gif of like the guy sweating just is that.
Hold on, I'm putting myself in.
There's him.
It's you motherfucker. That's a Burger King. That's a Burger King. You
get owned.
You jerk. It's
Burger King.
I was genuinely sweating there. Oh god, I'm stress eating. I'm eating a scone. I'm eating one half of my scone.
I didn't know they sold scones at Burger King.
You He lives behind a Burger King, new ToT. Lol. God damn it. I'm having my scone, and it's going to have clotted cream and jam, and you're going to be jealous.
I am sadly sconeless at the moment.
Look at this. Sconeless.
No scones?
Someone take a picture of Mike's bunny furry OC and depict it as the virgin, the poor posture, hunched virgin walking away, and depict me as the Chad holding a scone, calling him sconeless.
I would love that, actually.
Your master demands art. Chop chop. Oh god damn it. Now someone else has posted coordinates in chat. I mean, I've got to check it to make sure they're not doxing me.
Well, here's the question. What would you do if
that's
it
just
was?
Manchester, Victoria.
Yeah, that's where you live. You're like the Quasimodo, the hunchback of...
I swing around the rafters of the railway station.
Yeah.
You know, Quasimodo predicted this.
Nostradamus, or whatever the guy was. Quasimodo predicted this.
Have you not seen that clip from The Sopranos?
No, I haven't. I have never seen The Sopranos.
I've never seen it either, but I've seen the clip, and it's, the two guys, sat there, eating at a bar, and one of them just goes like, Quasimodo predicted this, and the other one just turns to him like, what? He's like, yeah, the Pope, war in the Middle East, the current socioeconomic climate. He predicted all of this. What you mean? What the hell do you mean Quasimodo predicted it? He predicted. Nostradamus predicted this. Yeah, it was Quasimodo. No, Quasimodo, he was the hunchback of Notre Dame. No, sorry, because he's New York, so it's Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. I love that. I love that sort of New York accent. I like old accents. I think they're kind of really fun. But there was like this clip that was doing the rounds on Twitter where it's just like a clip from Felix the Cat. Not Felix the Cat, Fritz the Cat. That's a mix-up. A clip from Fritz the Cat, and it's just like a clip of dialogue of him, and he just like has that like was it Haight Ashbury accent from like San Francisco in the 1960s and 70s, and it's just like they don't make guys like that anymore. People don't talk like that anymore, and it's sad because it's very nice sounding.
It is a shame. Also, D-Man, I checked the coordinates you posted. I don't live in a Dunkin' Donuts.
It's just gonna be restaurants.
Is this just gonna be what this stream is? $12. Can I get a Whopper menu with a Coke Zero, please? I don't live in a fucking Burger King.
Fun. I have a fun anecdote related to
I've not even
Thing.
eaten my scone yet. Oh, more coordinates. Let me. Oh, I wonder what actual place this is. Oh, la-di-da. Oh, I can't find them. Oh, what a shame. You pasted them wrong.
When I was going into London, just sort of like on a 9-day break, when I was like at my London trip, I sort of developed a routine where I would take a train into London, I take a train into London, I catch a tube over to Leicester Square, and then I would go to the Burger King at Leicester Square and get something to eat while I'm waiting for the movie that I want to see to sort of let in. And I just did that for like 4 or 5 days in a row. I spent a lot of money on Burger King and a lot of money on movie tickets. And it was good. I saw a bunch of movies. I was happy about it. And then afterwards, I would like head out east to like this little charity shop that I just sort of found. It was nice. I met a nice lady there we had like conversations over a couple days. It was cool. I spoke with people. It was fun. I was social.
He interacted with other human beings.
Yeah, I didn't just kind of skulk around a movie theater and then head back into Essex to sort of disappear into Essex forever.
Right, shall we... I've had half of my scone. Shall we actually start looking at some goddamn cursed trains?
Let's bring up some trains, yeah. Let's have a look at them.
I'm just double checking chat real quick. Don't pronounce scones like that, ToT. Do not. I say scones, not scones. Sorry, it's just... Sorry, not sorry. They have Burger King in the UK. Yeah, he's called King Charles. Whoa!
We did a joke. We did a funny.
Got a flash the text on screen. Confetti. The audience, they're cheering.
Woo! We did it.
Hey, Train of Thought, have you ever watched the Monument Mythos? I've heard of it, not watched it though. That's meant to be like, it's meant to be stuff like the Washington Monument is encasing like a cursed tree, or there's like something living under the Statue of Liberty. Those like analog
I've seen those
horror
videos.
things.
Some of them actually do freak me out a little bit. That like the photo edit of the Washington Monument bending over, like just distresses me. You know, it makes me uncomfortable to see that. I don't know. It's just like, no, that's not how it's supposed to look. That's wrong. It's disquieting horror, I have to say. I like it quite a bit. It is really hilarious though that it is just like evil magic trees. Like that's pretty much what it
That's
is.
90% of it. The key to analog horror is just put a silly song on in the background, and it immediately removes any and all horror from it. I don't know if you've ever seen those edits where someone just puts like, you know, SpongeBob background music on like what would otherwise be a, like, you know, a horrifying analog video.
I haven't seen those, but I will look those up after the stream. Anyways, we got trains to look at, don't we?
Let's go. Oh, D-Man with the membership thing. I have
Woo!
a free member dono. Very important thing I need to say. Shaq V2 was destroyed several year ago. Provigentu. Gotta... I respect your commitment to this absolutely nonsensical bit, D-Man.
Oh my god, I just remembered what you're talking about. That is a deep cut. Wow.
It is nonsense.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, Yuri1234, thank you.
Thank you for the membership, man. That rocks.
You all rock, in your own way.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, then cursed trains. Let's go. Let's look at the trains and the cursed, because the cursed
The real
trains.
cursed things about the train is how long we get, so...
Well... Excuse me.
Alright, so...
Now you see, what's happened there is they're both trying to squeeze through a doorway, but it's an invisible
Move it,
doorway.
Chowderhead!
The Three Stooges.
I do a Free Stooges impression, but I don't have one. I can't do it.
Yeah, you're going to be off the rails in a minute. Bonk.
Whoop, 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 whoop. I can't do it.
No, I can't.
I don't sound it.
I've not watched Three Stooges. I can't. I need to, but I never have done. Hey! Oh, you silly billies. You silly billies.
It's funny.
You silly, ha ha, silly, ha ha, silly, ha. Anyway. I do like this engine, though. I love it.
Yeah, it looks nice. It's a little thing.
It's got real doohickey energy. I also love that, like, you can see there's... I'm assuming that says first and that says second. I love that the first class compartment, the only real distinguishing feature of it is that it has windows.
Oh, I just noticed that. Oh my god.
Also, don't think it... Oh, I've just noticed what they've done as well. They've also photoshopped a headlight onto it and this air brake pump.
Oh, I didn't even
really
notice it
poorly
first.
as well.
Well, it fooled me for a few minutes.
No, I can't argue that. Yeah, you know, you're right. That got me. I can't say I would have noticed if I hadn't zoomed in. That's... Yeah. Just odd, these are. I can't tell because of the quality of the image. Is that... No, it's a 240, which... I don't know why. I just find 240 is just a really cursed wheel arrangement.
I am neutral on this matter. I think it's a train.
Of course you would be, a filthy centrist. But, like, I don't know what it is. I just find 240s to be... I don't know. I just find them to have, like... I don't... There's just an energy they have that I don't like. I don't know what
smug aura mocks you.
Exactly. Its smug aura mocks me. Oh. It's just
okay,
it's just a pannier tank with outside frames.
It feels like it doesn't have enough wheels, though.
No, the wheels just need to be slightly bigger. I get what you mean, though. Like, the wheels feel a tad too small, but... I don't know, I like outside frame locomotives.
Yeah.
They're nice. I love outside frames. Especially on pannier tanks as well. I just love pannier tanks. They're just my go-to engine. Also open cab, because... Yeah, screw it. Just let the driver and fireman be exposed to the elements at all times.
It's a convertible, man. It's a sports train.
Anyways, a not so normal... Oh, no! Oh, no!
Womp womp.
It's
cool to see an electric train.
This is very much how did we end up here situation. Like, genuinely, because given where the carriage is here, it implies that this is not only tipped over, but is also, like, somehow laying on its side, like, lengthways across the track.
I believe this is called a flank maneuver. You hit him from the side.
Oh, you got pit maneuvered. There was a high-speed chase and you got pit maneuvered.
I just like the idea of a train taking another train by surprise somehow by, like, hitting it from the side. It's really funny to me.
Just pouncing on one train, pouncing on another.
Yeah.
What's this guy doing on top of it?
Just doing a real walk by the looks of it. Look at that stance.
He's got a good stride on him, hasn't he? Look at that lad.
Power walk.
He's aura farming right now.
No, this is like the scene in the anime. He's caused the train to crash, and now he's walking towards you, like the like JoJo thing, the kanji around it.
There's a moment in the Dio walk. There's a moment in the JoJo OVA, which I have to say the Dio fight in the OVA I prefer over the anime. But in the OVA, there's this car chase and Jonathan and Kakyoin are like in this old pickup truck trying to like get away from Dio, who's like in this really like flash car that he's making someone drive. And there's this like railway crossing, and Joseph and Kakyoin get across, but then the train goes past and that rams into Dio's car and spins him out. And as like the trains are like, you get this shot of, you know, like all these wagons going across the crossing, and then suddenly there's just a big kick up of dust, and one carriage just flips, and Dio just walks out from the fog. It is pure aura. It is pure aura. If you're a fan of JoJo, watch the OVA, because genuinely the action in it is much better done than the anime. Anyway, back to the trains. Instead of some picture, how about an entire anime based around train girls?
Huh.
Are we ready, chat?
This is fine, I guess.
Okay, now that depends very much on the nature of train girls. Are these a bunch of girls who drive and run the trains? Or are they the personification of the trains?
This just looks like...
I also
like
don't
20...
like... It also concerns me that the show is called Rail Romanesque. Romanesque.
Romanesque. This is actually something that I have learned recently. So in Japan, like, Romanesque isn't necessarily used to refer to like ancient Romans. It's used to refer to the romantic period of arts and media. So like the 1800s and that kind of stuff. Like the romance period, you know.
I just see the word romance and
it's Romanesque.
It's Romanesque. I'm dyslexic. Look, I see it begins with R, ends in an E, there's an S in there, I just see romance. Okay?
Well, if you want to see romance, well, that's it. I think that's you bringing something to the table here, ToT.
Look, look, I need a therapist. There's...
Somebody clip this so that when we inevitably do like a watch stream of this, whatever this is, just like have
when
this
I
clip.
inevitably run out of cursed trains, so I start rewatching the streams where I looked at cursed trains. Like it's another level of desperation for content. I'm not even watching other people's content. I'm watching my own. That's recycling. If anything, I'm saving the planet by doing that.
I've gotten to an interesting point where I can't look at this looks weird to me now. This like 2010s anime art style. It looks weird to me now. I don't know how this happened. Like I used to be used to it and now I'm not. The eyes are so huge. It's weird.
I'm looking at this. And all I'm thinking is, I do not want to meet the person who thinks this is their favourite show.
Yeah, I knew someone in high school who absolutely liked this kind of stuff, and let me tell you, they weren't...
You know the person who says this is the greatest anime of all time has some very strong opinions on female character design.
Oh dear, let's move on.
I'm not going to get into... Yeah, I think chat knows what I'm talking about, but yeah.
Let's move on.
You don't
what else have we got?
Hold on, Jim Van der Kolk says, you don't need a therapist, you need Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo.
I don't know who that is. But
I don't know who that is. Let's
sure.
Let's just look at...
Pool train. Now this would actually be kind of fun.
Legit?
Like obviously, this is a model, but like this would be kind of cool.
I mean, given the length of American rail cars, you could... I mean, this would be too wide, but you probably could have a decent length mobile swimming pool.
Yeah.
Like, hell, you could...
That would be really cool.
You could probably just take, like, an open-top hopper car, fill it with water, and you've just got a mobile pool.
Just hop in. It's got, like, coal dust and, like, every floating around the water. Just hop in.
The water is just, like, a filthy orange-brown from, like, all the iron ore it was just carrying.
It's medicinal. It's good for you.
You walk out and your skin is just stained orange.
See? You look
like
health.
You look like you're from Chelsea.
Chemical plant zone boss. uh,
Oh dear, someone.
you'd get like uber tetanus from that, wouldn't you?
Uber tetanus.
You'd get
You wouldn't
more
just
powerful.
You wouldn't just get tetanus. You'd get super tetanus.
A more powerful version of tetanus that has ever been seen on this planet.
Oh, you've got your regular virgin tetanus? Here's me with my Chad tetanus. I'm going to die in 3 days.
Got tetanus 2, baby.
Tetanus 2, Electric Boogaloo. Someone's asking me to look in stream highlights, so I will.
Is that F1?
Yeah, Formula 1, I think. I don't know what chat is. Hold on, ToT's exact location is here. Let's just.
The only Formula 1 guy I know is like Max Verstappen, and that's it. That's the only Formula 1 name that I'm familiar with.
One sec. Hold on, I missed a 5. I don't live in a fucking B&Q. I don't live in a garden centre near the Trafford Centre.
Living in a garden center. You know how
I don't In fairness, there's worse places to live than Trafford. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
camping out in the garden center. Just like getting like a proper tent and like a camping stove and everything, and just like going to the garden center.
You know, I used to have a camping stove. In my second year of university, I used a camping stove for like half of my cooking.
Why? Did they not have like a communal kitchen?
Okay, so I lived in a flat, but it was really like sort of shoddy, and the oven they had, like the cooking unit was like an oven, grill, and a hob all in one unit. But it was so old, like all of like the numbers on the dials had like faded. And like I'm not talking like you could barely make them out. They were gone.
You just kind of had to guess.
So what I ended up doing was, for the oven, I got a bit of paper and I googled the make and model of the oven. I zoomed in on like the dial to try and like figure out where, on each dial each setting was. So I managed to figure out like where 180 degrees was, so I could, work from there. And because, these are like electric hobs on top, I twist the dial and they take ages to heat up. And by the time I'd like turn the dial to full, it would be starting to warm up, and I'd think, oh, okay, so clearly this is the low setting, so I twist it the opposite way thinking it's high, but it doesn't heat up anymore, and I was like, okay, this is really slow and really annoying. So I went to Argos and I bought just a camping stove and just a bunch of gas cylinders.
So you were burning that in? Were you were inside?
Yes.
That's not good.
There was a window.
Did you at least get like a carbon monoxide alarm or anything? No.
There was a window that I opened sometimes. Okay,
that's the most British thing I've ever heard. It's okay. There's a window. It's fine to have a burning propane grill inside my house. Look, I've got a window.
Look, you grumble, but my God, that was one of the best stoves I ever used.
Getting gourmet on this, like you got like a big old like a wok, like you're doing like fancy cooking on this tiny little propane grill.
Oh no. Wait, hang on a sec. No, wait a minute.
Is it because they're sideways?
They're sideways.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
I kind of like it better sideways.
on
Not gonna lie.
on the one hand, this. On the one hand, there's no reason why this shouldn't work. On the other hand, I can immediately think of a reason why this doesn't work.
Tell us.
So, because of how the couplers are, the reason why they're, flat and sideways is because if you were to take this one here and rotate it 180 degrees,
Oh.
it would couple. So it doesn't matter which way the wagon is facing, it will just couple up.
Oh, I see now. If this was on a bend, this would not
also
be able to couple.
Oh, that too. But also, like, imagine if you get two wagons together, but both of the couplers are in the upwards position. Because you see how like the little bit here.
It's poking up.
Yeah, and then this bit here like curves that way. You imagine they're both that way, they won't couple together. Meanwhile, if they're sideways, they will.
Hmm.
I mean, chat can probably go on and on about how it's bad. But, yeah, no. I mean, I get it. I like it, but I hate it.
It's just kind of silly.
Pay close attention here. Something is rather sus. Side note, gotta love an M1B with a coast-to-coast tender with the box.
I generally thought for a second that said MIB, like Men in Black.
It
yeah.
took me a moment as well. What's sus?
Is it that white plate? Is it like the negative space makes an amogus?
Well, the white plate is probably just a thing saying "Do not climb on the exhibit."
Yeah, no, but I look at it a bit.
Is it something that's scribbled on here in like the dirt?
I don't know. There's an amogus somewhere. So it says look on the tender.
There is an amogus here.
That's an amogus.
It's an amogus, guys.
Woo! Is that still funny?
Probably not. Oh wow!
God, what? Oh,
look at that boy.
This looks like a toy train that was like made to run on D-cell batteries. That's like just not correctly sized.
This is just a great big Duracell battery. Is all it is. Actually, no. What is it? It's AAA's really tiny. AAA's the kind you put in like a Wii remote. What's the really big? What's the big chunky
D-cells.
D-cell.
Yeah, D-cells. Yeah.
This is just
I have some.
This is just a great big D-cell battery.
God, imagine like the voltage. Well, just imagine the amount of electricity you get in a battery that big. That'd be insane.
But you wouldn't want to put your hand on this end.
Well, no, you could very easily because you're not completing the circuit. You'd have to be touching both ends of the battery at the same time for any current to flow.
Alright, sorry, Mr. fucking electrical engineer. Sorry, I was trying to make a joke about, getting electrocuted, because it would be because the comical nature of a giant battery this big naturally adheres to the laws. I'm moving on. I'm not having this conversation.
Oh, this one's got a snout to it. Look at it.
He's a wedge boy.
It's like a whippet dog. You know how they're very sort of sleek at the front? That's a dog. That's a dog train.
It's a dog train. Michael's words, it is a dog train.
Well, yeah, no, it's got a snout. It's got a dog-shaped face. It's a dog. It's a Saluki or a Borzoi. No, Saluki.
Does it?
I like Salukis.
Instead of whistle, does it woof?
Absolutely.
And then we got this.
I don't know if that's a dog. I don't think that's a dog.
It's just got a pointy nose, I guess.
It does got a pointy nose, but it's got like a very sort of tall snout. And I don't know if there's any. Well, maybe like a Burmese, like a mountain dog. They got sort of like longer, droopy,
Maybe.
sort of like yeah. No, this is a mountain dog train. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. Anyways, that guy is just like that guy's vibing there. Look at him.
He is. Is he getting on or off?
He's hanging off the side of it like a musical from the 50s. You know when they like hang off the side of the streetcar and they're singing.
Yeah, you know what? He is in the middle of a musical number right now, and we can't.
He's singing
hear
in
it.
the rain. Yeah.
Like he's a railroad worker, and he's singing. He's singing about how he's working. He's working hard.
About how he's working on the railroad.
He's working hard, but he's got a song in his heart because he's got someone who loves him waiting at home.
Oh, absolutely. Even the color, like that, it's got like what's it called? Like a Technicolor. That's it. It's got like that Technicolor kind of shine to it. This photo. So yeah, no, this looks like something from a musical.
I miss the way Technicolor looks.
It's just vibrancy. That's all there is to it. If you want to make your film look a bit more Technicolor, just like amp up the vibrancy of the colors and you'll get there.
But there's also like a slight grain to the film as well. You can't just boost the saturation. It has to be shot on film.
Well, you just add grain to it after the fact. I don't think that would work.
Oh, it would. That's a Garrett.
Oh.
Garrett engines not only work, but are perhaps one of the most... They were one of the most commonly used engines in Africa and Australia.
Huh.
Which, I was thinking about this the other day, actually. When I uploaded the video, this week's video on the articulated boiler locomotives. Why didn't the US use Garretts? They use Mallet engines, like the flexible boiler, but why didn't they use Garretts?
Maybe like
I mean, I guess
complex.
I think the boilers might be too small on Garretts. Because when you could... Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, ask Heis. This is me coming up with a theory now, but it's probably to do with lack of fuel storage and probably adhesion to the rails, because there's not a lot of weight put on the driving wheels. I don't know. I think we've seen this one. This is a New York Central Shay.
Just an ugly brick of a thing. I'm not a fan of this.
I wouldn't call it ugly.
Well, yeah, ugly's too strong of a word. It's an odd looking brick.
I think it's got a charm to it.
Yeah, I kind of like it actually. I've changed my mind.
I love how in like the 30 seconds this has been on screen, it's won you over.
I have no firm principles.
Mike's moral compass is a roulette wheel. That's what we've learnt here today.
Yeah, it's kind of it's odd looking. It's unusual. I think it's weird how like the circle in the center is just kind of like fully boxed over, but
What, this?
Yeah.
You mean the smoke box?
Yeah, that thing. Normally you kind of see more of the actual...
Yeah, you'd see the boiler and whatnot, but honestly, I like it.
Yeah.
Dinky trains.
Oh, wow, these reminds me of some toys I had as a kid. They were just small trains that looked kind of like this.
They are really dinky.
They are. Wow. Oh, and they just kind of go around on a little circle. That's neat.
Oh, that's not cursed. That's cute.
I like them.
New series. Instead of cursed trains, we look at cute trains. Ooh.
You see, now that looks like a respectable train. Actually, I respect it.
I don't know how to feel about this because look at the valve gear and like look at all this on the wheels. That's a lot. There's a lot going on here.
I'm just imagining how it would have been animated in like a Franco-Belgian sort of animated movie. You know how they does? I feel like it would look brilliant. I like it. Like Sylvain Chomet or something of the likes. Yeah. I like this train.
What is this valve gear?
I have no idea.
Hackworth's valve gear? It's like, I don't know, it's like 2 sets of wall shards cobbled together.
Someone in chat says, I feel like it would push me into a locker and give me a knuckle sandwich.
It does have brutish energy.
It does. I kind of respect it, though. I kind of like it.
Like, I do respect locomotive design when it's clearly designed to be easily maintained. Like, all the pipes are accessible. All of the sensitive equipment is accessible. You know, there's no hiding or disguising it like there was on a lot of British
It's all
locomotive.
function.
Yeah.
Like, it's purely utilitarian. Like, this is the fucking machine. It's a tough thing. It's gonna go. I like it. I like it quite a bit. I vibe with this thing.
Probably gonna have to do a video on this at some point because that's literally what I say every stream. Just why?
Vermont Railway. That's a Siemens thing in it.
I beg your pardon.
Siemens? No, it is S-E-I. I'm trying to remember the German. So, S-E-I-M-E-N-S. Siemens. Yeah, Siemens. No, Simons. Trying to... When I was learning German, one of the things is like E before I is pronounced E, but then I before E. No, it's the other way around. It's
the rule in English is I before E except after C, which is bullshit because words like weird exist.
Yeah, it's like no, that follows Germanic pronunciation. Yeah, because S-I no it doesn't. No, S-I-E is pronounced C, and then Sai would be S-E-I. Because like C-I, Sai. So it'd be Simons. Got there in the end.
I just kind of zoned out throughout most of that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm just like so, just dissociating.
I've just been eyeing up my other half of my scone. Smallest locomotive.
That is pretty small.
That has doohickey energy.
I like it.
That if there's anything that has doohickey energy, it's this.
It's so little tiny. What is it even?
You're telling me this thing doesn't clang and go.
It absolutely does. What even is this thing's purpose? It's too small.
It would either be shunting or it would just be a way of getting about.
What can it shunt? Like a single car?
I don't know.
It's so small. Look at that smokestack. I could smoke that smokestack.
What's that? You know that meme? And it's the guy. It's like that picture of that kitten, and it's like next to like 2 McDonald's dipping sauce pots.
This kitten is 2 McDonald's sauce long.
And it's like, because it's just a tiny cat and it's like barely that big. I love I want to see an angled photo of this next to a McDonald's sauce pot, and the sauce pot is bigger than its engine. He is now 5 sauces long. Oh.
Huh. Crunchy. Oh, wow.
What is this meant to be? Like, this isn't YouTube compression, by the way. This picture is just super low res.
Tiny photo. What is happening?
I'm trying to figure out. It looks like there is a steam locomotive here, and it has rammed into. Oh God!
Oh.
This is like a goddamn Junji Ito drawing. Okay, so you see these 2 carriages down here.
I was about to say, this looks like if you look at the carriage on the left, almost looks like it has jaws, and it's like a crocodile, like it's eating.
Okay, no, but Mike, you see these 2 carriages down here?
Yeah.
That's what they originally looked like. This here is a steam locomotive pulling another train that has collided with these carriages.
Oh.
And from the detail, there's just a lot of debris covering the locomotive, and given how some of it's shaped, it almost looks like a lot of bodies.
Huh. I mean, it's a pretty well done drawing.
Has anyone got a higher resolution version of this picture?
Yeah, can we see this actually?
Because it's hard to make out with the video compression. But honestly, like, that is... Like, this part here has got so much detail. It is like something out of a Junji Ito.
I want to see it. I want to see this in high res. I want to see what this is.
Accident in Sonderburg, 1905. Oh!
Oh. Weren't we talking about like all images that we get from Norway in this channel are just like compressed to heck?
Yeah, it's... Why is Norway so compressed?
Is it something about like the libraries over there where they only digitize photos in like super low res? Because I don't know.
What they do is when they scan it in, is they hang it up on a wall, they take 10 paces back, and then they snap a photo of it on an old iPod Touch 4th generation. And then, because there's like a whole load of like borders and everything, so they have to crop it down, that's the image quality.
Now, you see, Todd, this was digitized in 2008 when there was the economic crisis meant that pixels were unaffordable. This is all the pixels they could afford.
Is it like, you know how the reason Americans spell words like color without the U is because, I think it's because newspapers would charge per letter if you were to ever put out an ad. So the less letters you had in something, the cheaper it would be to print.
Huh.
So that's why they got rid of like the U in some words, or they abbreviated some words.
I mean, I know for a fact that that's incorrect, but that is a plausible sort of...
Incredible! No, everything you said is complete shit!
No, it was some guy like ages ago who was intentionally trying to do spelling reform. And only a few of his suggestions kind of persisted. So like spelling color, COLOR, and then mold, MOLD, instead of MOULD. I think those were the only 2 that actually got anywhere.
Yeah, chat. Both you and chat are just It never gets better. Like, every time I make a video and I mispronounce a word, or I give, like, a slightly incorrect detail, and I get flooded with comments being like, God, you don't pronounce it this way? What? Actually, it's done this, and this way, you idiot. And it's just like, oh God, I'm a fraud.
Every time someone corrects that, you just hear like an extremely loud incorrect buzzer just like happens in ToT's room. I've been to his room. I've seen it.
It's like, yeah, you know the X Factor. How they just have, they have those great big red X's above the stage, and whenever one of like the judges presses a button, there's just a
Yep.
The klaxon from QI.
Chat is also telling you to check stream highlight.
All the monitors in my room just flash with the wrong answer.
People in chat are telling you to check stream highlights for some high resolution images.
Hold on, let's just double check this.
Yeah,
okay, that's much better.
Okay. Elsenbahn Katastrophe in Sonderberg.
I feel like I shouldn't be looking at this.
24. Januar 1908.
I feel like I'm watching two animals.
I see it now. Yeah, no. This is how new trains are made.
This is when a carriage actually no, because the carriage is on top of the tender. So what's happened is the locomotive was minding its own business, but the carriage thought that the tender was another carriage and has tried to mount it.
I mean, threesomes.
Fuck it, yeah. All subtleties out the window now. And this one's the one in the back on the cuck chair, I'm guessing. Look, we're going this far, we might as well go all the way.
You want to call me a sicko? I say all the people who are just standing there and watching are the real sickos.
Okay.
Anyways,
right.
What is here?
We've got
Super Tetanus
train car. The Tetanus gate.
Super Tetanus.
Rat! We got the rat!
We love to see a rat gif.
I love that Gmod model. I need to save it for Gmod. No scones. Do a video on that. No. Okay, one sec. Let me just scroll through to get rid of my notifications. Their baby be... Here we go.
Yay.
Sconeless. So, okay.
Jan Hodaes.
Right. Yeah, no, there are... Look, you can see there are people mixed in with this debris.
That's quite a drawing, honestly. That's a well done drawing.
That is grim.
That's fragment.
That's nasty.
Don't quote like the Cleveland Brown show.
I'll fucking quote whoever I want.
So what, are you gonna just get some Family Guy clips to entertain chat?
I've just half the screen. I've got like I've got vertical video Family Guy.
We got clips.
We got clips to keep them entertained.
Oh God.
I need like a GIF of like jangling keys.
I was literally about to say that.
Like, I can't remember which Markiplier video it is. He's playing like a horror game, and I think it's like an old it was a recent one where he's playing like an SCP horror game, and he's explaining like the concept of the SCP staircase. It's like, before the back rooms, hey, jingle, 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 and he just shakes some keys in front of the camera, because it's like, I need that. What GIFs do I have? Because I've got some images ready to go. What's this? Okay, I've got one that just says suffering. Please stop trying. And, oh yeah, the solid snake rubbing ash on his face GIF.
Yes.
That'll do.
Just have that, just very tiny in the corner.
What, just What, the Solid Snake gif?
Yeah, just have that playing very tiny in the corner for the entire rest of the stream.
Okay, screw it. I'm not got anything better to do this stream. D-Man's not got any money. You think I give a damn about stream quality? There we go. I'll just tuck that there. Right.
Live snake reaction.
Really tiny as well. This is super tiny. I don't know if you're looking at the stream, but that is super tiny.
That's perfect. That is 100% perfect.
No, that's not Solid Snake. Sorry, Big Boss. Whatever he's called. There's like I don't know a lot about the Metal Gear Solid lore other than like Solid Snake has like 3 clones that all go by different names. And like
all I know is that
it's insane.
All I know is that ocelots are proud creatures. They hunt alone. Spins guns like just like what's it called? Like pistol flipping to spinning.
I know what you're on about.
Thing. Yeah. I wonder if there's a name for it.
I know.
Like
my
show.
favorite bit of lore is on a mission. Snake got compromised because I can't remember exactly. A friend told me this, so the details are hazy. But basically, Snake is on like an espionage mission. He's disguised as this captain for like, you know, the enemy's army and whatnot. And, you know, he's having a talk with this general. And out of nowhere, the general just grabs Snake's crotch.
What?
And he flinches. And that
are you sure?
And the general figures out that Snake is not the real captain. He's, you know, a spy. Because the general and the real captain have been having a gay affair. And so naturally he wouldn't have flinched if the general grabbed, you know, the captain's junk. And that's how he immediately knew that Snake was a spy.
God bless Hideo Kojima.
I don't know what Hideo Kojima is on when he's writing, but I want to try it. I want to see what I come up with. Like, the lore of Metal Gear is impenetrable. You cannot explain the lore of Metal Gear concisely. It is... There is no Earth. Oh, God.
There is no Earth. There is no Earth.
There is no human being that understands what goes on in Hideo Kojima's head. I don't even think Hideo Kojima understands what goes on in his own head.
And boy, do we love him for it.
Oh, dear. Oh, what the hell is this monstrosity?
The Windows pipe screensaver.
Oh, doesn't Kojima have a USB drive of game ideas in case he dies? Yes, I saw that.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a USB drive with a couple documents on with like game ideas he's come up with in case he dies. I want to know what's on that USB stick.
I mean, we're only going to find out one way.
If he dies and no one recovers that USB, it's going to be
oh my God.
It's going to be like the Library of Alexandria all over again. We will lose something so precious.
It's going to be like that guy who found the Cheetah Men 2 Action 52 cartridge in like a warehouse somewhere and is just kind of like hoarding it for himself and won't dump the ROMs. Or
someone's going to plug it in their computer and it's going to be like it's Hideo Kojima's going to possess their computer and start coding.
He's secretly transferred his consciousness into the USB drive.
It's gonna be like Keanu Reeves from Cyberpunk.
Oh my God! Yes. Oh, that would be so cool.
Metal Gear Thomas, aka the Vengabus TF2 video. Yeah, I know that one. What is this, though? I'm still trying to compute this, because, okay, you've got the firebox here, boiler there, smoke box there. What's all this stuff hanging off of it? Where's its driving wheels? Is this its driving wheels? What is this? It's an M1 steam turbine. It is just pipes.
If you look at the funnel, the smoke funnel there, and the way the smoke, it almost looks like it's water, actually, and it's falling back down. This thing is just like... No, look at that. Like it's smoke, but the way it's curled, it's going up and then curling down. It almost looks like it's being affected by gravity, like water would be.
I mean, look at how black that smoke is. There's probably a load of just dust, like soot and coal dust, being blasted out. Anything that walks past this is going to get, like, at least a shade darker from the amount of soot this thing is pumping out.
When I don't know, something about Taco Bell.
Oh my, wait a minute. Me when Locomotive Ash. I don't know if you can see it, Mike, but I just made the Metal Gear Solid GIF bigger on the stream. And it's Big Boss rubbing ash in his face.
This train be
me when I get my hands on that delicious soot.
This train be busting its buffers, man.
He do. Oh, someone's commented Hideo Kojima. He turns the USB into the One Piece.
Yes.
Well, that's a big boy.
I like this angular boy.
Look at this motherfucker with his angles.
I like it. I like how that one guy's just standing there. Graceful, almost serene. Sort of like there's pure calmness.
Why
sort
is
of in
he
that
stood
one
there?
guy.
Why are you stood there, sir?
The thing that came to mind is like a Rene. Oh, was it Rene Magritte or Rene Magritte? You know, his sort of surrealistic paintings he did of people. I mean, this one figure of a guy reminds me of some of his work.
Someone just says he's aura farming, and you know what? I got to agree.
Yeah.
I think we've had this one.
Definitely, I recognize that shape.
It's big ass.
It looks
head.
like the it looks like the grill of a Ford Edsel. For all you car nuts in the chat.
A what?
A Ford Edsel. Have you never heard of the Ford Edsel?
No.
Okay, so the Ford Motor Company.
No!
This was I'll keep it brief. Basically, this was the 1950s, and they noticed that people, when they wanted to get a better car.
I'm getting my scone ready while you talk. Keep going.
Bust out the scone. Make the Solid Snake GIF big. We're gonna go into a tangent here. So back in the 1950s, the idea with cars was that you would buy a car that was like very cheap, your base model car, and as you sort of moved up in life in general, you would go out and buy a better car roughly every like 10 or less years or so. In fact, this is one of the things people say, like, oh, they don't build cars like they used to. Cars were practically disposable in the 1950s. Like, it's like any ones that survive today are just luck. Those things are rust buckets. They're not great as a rule. But anyways, so Ford noticed that they had a lot of offerings in the sort of like low to mid-range market for cars, but not a lot in like the high range. So people would buy like, oh, I'm gonna make car nerds mad at me because I don't remember the exact. I think Ford had like the the Corvair and like the Dodge or whatever it was. They had their models, and then once people had enough money, they would buy a Chevrolet, which wasn't Ford. So they were pissed about that. So they wanted to make their new luxury, well, not luxury car, but like you know, their step up above the middle of the market. And so after a truly astounding amount of like market research, which was like new for the 1950s. They like what is it? There was a huge to do about the name. They hired a marketing agency, and they good stuff. I'm glad you're enjoying your scone. Anyways, they hired a marketing agency. They had people stand outside movie theaters and like canvass the public as to like, what's your opinion on this? It's like word, like the Ford Yes. I think they considered just the word yes as the name for the car at some point. Just a lot of dumb shit until they eventually landed on the Ford Edsel because Edsel was the name of Henry Ford's, I think, son. Yes, that was it. Henry Ford's son was named Edsel, and they just named the car after him with his protest, by the way. He didn't want to have his name on this car. So the Ford Edsel came out. They had a huge marketing push about it too. They spent millions of dollars in the 1950s, like getting TV spots. They had a whole TV special on it, big names, all the stuff. They had like they did this thing where they sent it to dealerships, but they like had a clause in the contract where the car had to be kept under a tarp until the big reveal. And so the reveal happened, and the car has this truly like people like it's you have to look at the front of this car to be believed, because it's got what was generously described as a horse collar sort of on the front of the grille, and was ungenerously compared to let's just say lady bits. It was also said that the car looked like it was sucking on a lemon. It's not a triumph of 50s car design. It's not good. And what was even worse is that these cars didn't have their own assembly line. These Edsels were being manufactured on the same lines as like other cars. So every time they had to make an Edsel, everyone had to down tools, switch out, the body parts and all this stuff, and sort of just, stop what they're doing to make this goddamn Edsel. And so the cars were really expensive as a result, which means, and they weren't even that good because they tried like a different transmission thing that was like a weird automatic push button transmission where the buttons were on the steering wheel, and it didn't work very well. And so, yeah, no, it was a massive flop. It's the biggest flop, one of the biggest flops, I think, in like just automotive history. It's notorious. People in chat are so angry that I've been rambling. Oh my god.
No, keep rambling.
Sorry. Yeah.
Keep talking. Distract them.
Are you still eating your scone?
No, I'm just letting you distract chat. It's less work for me.
Yeah. So anyway, so the Ford Edsel. I mean, that's really all there is to it. I mean, it was a bad car. It got one model revision, which kind of toned down the front grille a bit, and in my opinion, looks better. But the reputation of the car was such that it couldn't be saved, and they just kind of dropped it. And that's about it. Edsel Ford died. Like, it's just, he died shortly thereafter, I believe. So, yeah, that's about it. It's a bad car. The guy who made it died. Well, not the guy who made it. The guy who was named after died. And now it's just sort of... Yeah, no.
You good? You got that off your chest?
I think I do, yeah.
Alright, let's go.
The car was so bad, he died. Yeah.
He was so ugly that everyone died. The end. Malaysian diesel shunter.
Oh, I like it.
That is basically just a British Railways Class 08, though.
It looks nice.
I do like it. It's just...
It's pretty decent.
Hold on. What's this? That's just an 08 with... Mike, this is a Ford Edsel. I saw what that said, Mark. I saw what that said. You're trying to change it so you'd look like less of a bad person. No, I saw what that said. We all saw what that said.
Oh?
I'm not repeating
Funnily
it
enough,
because it's very mean. No! No! No!
Metro Exodus.
Okay, you know what? I complain.
I don't think I've ever seen you so mad.
You know what? No, I complain, but of all like the apocalypse trains I've seen, this one isn't too bad. Because it's not got any stupid stuff sticking out the boiler. It's not got like any holes. It's not in a weird shape. Like, no, this could hypothetically be a functional locomotive. It's got no tender, which is a bit bullshit. Where's its tender? But no, it's just a Yellowstone locomotive that's just been Russianified.
The idea of like a post-apocalypse train is truly baffling to me, because I don't think I can think of a single mode of transportation that requires more sort of sustained and maintained infrastructure apart from maybe like airplanes. Like trains are super easy to derail. Like just they sometimes they do it on their own because they just want to.
It depends how fast they're going.
Yeah, but even still, like, you gotta maintain the track, and like in a post-apocalypse, and like sourcing fuel for it and all that stuff. Like, that's not a good idea. That doesn't vibe.
I appreciate the sort of ramshackled nature of it. I appreciate that this is clearly something that someone's turned into like a mobile base. Like the cab was damaged, so they've rebuilt it, and they've got, you know, loads of stuff strapped to it to carry supplies. I don't hate it, but the fact that it's missing its tender, and just the fact that they chose an American locomotive design to, you know, turn into like a Soviet engine, it's nah.
Yeah. It's kind of neat. It looks neat.
Have you ever seen that?
I don't mind it.
I can't remember. I think it was a tweet or something, and someone pointed out, why don't we ever see more bicycles in apocalypse movies?
Yes, I have seen that, and I was thinking the same thing. Like, bicycles would be extremely like if no,
because everyone either walks or has a horse, and it's like, no, you could probably bike. Bikes.
Do you think if the apocalypse happens, I'm gonna want to spend time and effort like learning how to ride a horse? Like, okay, chat, how many people do you think actually know how to ride a horse? Like, I'm sure there's quite a few people, but like in terms of like percentage of the average like population, that's not a lot of people who already know how to ride a horse. Right?
My uncle knows how to ride a horse.
That's cool.
My mum also knows how to ride a horse.
Damn, okay.
And my aunt.
I guess I was mistaken then. I'm the only person in the world who doesn't know how to ride a horse, I guess. Well, I guess I'll die. Everybody in the fucking... They just like, oh, what, you don't know how to ride a horse? When did this become a thing everyone knew?
It's when people don't know how to ride a bike. That's when I'm like, excuse me? Yeah. For me, it's when people don't know how to swim. It's one of the basic things you have to know how to do as a human being.
You should know how to swim. You don't need to strictly, but you should.
It doesn't matter if you live in like Nevada. You still need to know how to swim because
water tends to be in a lot of places.
Yeah. We're a species that requires water to live. You're gonna need to learn to live with it.
You never know when you'll need to swim.
Also, it's just good exercise. It's been ages since I've been like swimming, and I miss it.
Oh, it's fun. I love to do water stuff. I personally want to learn how to go scuba diving. I want to get scuba certified. I want to do that shit. It looks so cool.
Oh, D-Man, I gave you 5 imaginary bucks earlier, but nothing for Mike. Tell Mike these 5 imaginary dollars are for him.
Thank you, D-Man. I'll spend it on imaginary things. Egg.
I think we've seen this one, but it's just an egg.
Egg.
I don't. Why?
I love
Why?
how I love how poorly textured it is.
It's
It's
so
it's
poorly Everything is poorly textured. Look at this font. Look,
Railyar.
there's no border. There's no border or like glow on this. So the writing just kind of blends into the skylight.
You can mark trains as favorites by checking the button in its fave column.
I'm gonna have to play this game at some point just to see
Wow.
why.
There's a rabbit on the funnel. That's what I noticed.
Yeah,
Look at that.
there's a rabbit. There's two bunnies there.
Bunyies. I like them.
Bunny?
Bunyies.
Oh, someone gave $5 for Mike.
Danke.
Lovely. What is it with these tiny engines?
Tiny engine, get tiny photo.
Okay, so it's the smoke box here. Why? Why have they extended the smoke box? Like,
it's actually a telescoping smoke box. It's sort of like out when you. It's like an RV. You know how they sort of like go out
the
on
ones
the side?
that like fold out.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you have to like? Is there like a handle on here? You have to twist it and pull, and that's how it extends.
Exactly. It kind of looks like those pop guns. Like, you know, you could buy like cap guns. Or they just had like little I always call them caps. I don't know if there's a different name for them. They're just like a red ring of just blasting caps, I guess, that you know, it goes in a little plastic doohickey, and you they just make a little puff of smoke when you hit them. They were fun. I used to take them, and I used to buy like a pack of them, and I chuck them into the bonfire and just sort of like watch them sort of go off a bit. They're like tiny firecrackers, but you could buy loads of them because they were super cheap. That and the paper ones, they were better to burn because they were all paper and no plastic, and they sort of they went off like nothing, man. Just like, because there was just like a spiral of semi-explosive material. You just like chuck it into the fire and it just like all burns at once. So just like boom, it was great.
Man, I sure do love just burning fireworks. I just love throwing fireworks into just a big open fire. I just love doing that.
Have I ever showed you the video? I must have showed you this video before, but I was home and I was.
I think I remember this. Was it you messing around with fireworks and like?
Yes, I bought a pack of fireworks.
Yourself up.
I bought a pack of fireworks, and I got a couple Roman candles, and I got like one of these sort of like big, sort of like octagonal launcher things. We let off the Roman candles. They were fine. I got this little octagon, and I sort of just like put it on the ground. And I just kind of like shimmied it around a bit to make like not even like a centimeter of an indent into the ground. And I was just like, yep, that's good. So then I had my friend, because I wasn't going fucking near this thing. I had my friend with the lighter, so just go up and light it. And so he lit it, ran away. And the initial charge was like a big firework. It went like, boom, shot up. And because of physics, it just sort of like clipped into the ground and sort of Gmod sort of spun around and started firing. It's just started spinning around, shooting off fireworks. Just like all over the place. And I swear that video, I make like a perfect seagull impression. Like I squawk. There's no other name for it in surprise for these fireworks shooting all over the place. One of which my friend is just kind of like standing stock still, by the way, and just fireworks shooting all over the place. It's a really funny video. No, you can't see it because it's a video of my home, around my home, but it's it's great. Oh, that was fun.
So the moral of the story, kids, play with fireworks. It's fun.
You should do it. It's great. Well, no, if you're gonna do it, go to your friend's house. That way you won't burn down your house. I mean, it really was funny because in hindsight, like, of course it would do that. That's just like physics. Like the big thing shoots up, and then the equal opposite reaction, the whole pad of fireworks just like bounced up, and it just kind of like smushed it into the ground. It was great.
Oh god.
That was fun.
How did we even get onto that from this?
You think it'd be cool if you chucked some fireworks into that train, like in the firebox? What would happen?
It would probably do some damage depending on the fireworks.
Yeah, but would it look cool? Like, would you get like colored smoke coming out of the? What if you got like those like Mystic Fire like packs of just like deadly toxic chemical you just kind of like chuck into a bonfire and it makes like colorful fire for a bit? What if you put some of that in your train in your firebox? What if you got like loads of them?
It would be interesting because I think the idea of those is that they burn slowly, so they could release the colored smoke.
Yeah.
I don't know how they work, so don't quote me on any of this. But the amount of, like, not only the heat, but how much air rushes through a firebox, it would only last for, like, a minute before, like, the whole thing just gets completely burned.
That's why you'd have to get loads of them. Just sort of, like, dump them in there all at once. Get the fire nice and going, dump them all in. Magic train.
A story I do want to... years ago, when I was, like... I think I was still in uni, I wrote my own little sort of railway series-esque train story. I made a post about it on Twitter being like, if this post gets like 1,000 likes, I might share this. I don't even think that post got 10 likes. So, it was the most humbled I've been in a long time. But I was just like, years ago I wrote these like little stories. They're not great. Literally just rip off of the railway series type stories. So I'm not going to like claim they're amazing. But I wanted to, write a series of them. And one of the stories I had in mind was that, after like bonfire night, after, a bunch of fireworks was set off, the next day one of the engine's fires starts dying down. So, like, to get it going again, they start, like, burning paper and rubbish and whatnot, just try and get it going. And someone spots, the cardboard from, like, the fireworks and goes, oh, well, we're burning rubbish, we might as well burn that as well. So they throw that on. And then there's just a bang and, like... And, like, sparks start, like, flying out of the locomotive's funnel. But, like, the iron filing ones that start crackling. And I thought that would be, like, a funny story. Very sort of railway series-esque.
Yeah, I could see that being.
The engine's complaining they didn't get to see the fireworks, and then that happens to them.
Hey, there you go.
There you go! If anyone writes that... If anyone writes that story and makes a video out of it, I expect royalties.
Oh, just you wait. Someone's gonna, like, AI slop generate that. It's gonna be awful.
They're going to make an AI rip of my voice and get that to narrate it.
Exactly. Somebody's gonna take just this stream and then plug it into like Chat GPT and then just get a bunch of shit. Just chuck it in. God, I fucking hate that shit. Anyway,
you know what happened the other day? Actually, I think it was last week. I got an email from none other than Chris Eden Green.
Really? I don't know who that is.
I think I've shared one or two of his videos on our server before. Chat will know who he is. Do you remember when I went to London in like 2022?
Oh yeah.
He was the guy I was going to meet.
Wow.
We keep in touch. And I got an email from him. and he sent me a link to this post on Facebook, and he said, "Did you give your permission to be in this?" I said, "What?" And I opened it, and it was the Didcot Railway Centre had, I think they had like a short they'd posted on Facebook, or a reel, or whatever it's called on Facebook, because every goddamn website has shorts now. It was one of those like video posts on Facebook, and it was of God damn it, what was the name of the engine? Castle. I did a video on the Castle. The one that went to Australia. I'm opening my channel now and looking for the video because it's going to annoy me. If chat gets it before I do, this is going to really annoy me. Where the hell is it? Where is the video?
Chat is very much... chat has it, I think.
Oh, what's the name of the... Pendennis Castle. God damn it. I couldn't even find the video, and they've already found it. Pendennis Castle. Anyway, I uploaded a... it was a video of here it is, Pendennis Castle. They uploaded a video, and it was meant to be, a short, informal thing on Pendennis Castle. And what they'd done is they'd taken a bunch of footage of Pendennis Castle running in preservation, and whoever had edited the video together had gone to my channel, gone to my video on Pendennis Castle, and had ripped the audio from that video.
What?
And had used snippets of my narration. But the audio was slightly messed up because obviously I have background music in my videos.
Oh my god.
So what they'd done is they'd taken that video, presumably downloaded it. They then, I think they must have put it in a filter thing or something to get rid of the background music. And then they used snippets of my narration to, explain, what Pendennis Castle was and, what its achievements were. And so... And I was like, excuse me? But the thing is, though, one... I was more upset by the fact that they didn't ask. But let me clarify what I mean by that. I'm not upset that they didn't ask to use my narration. Because my general philosophy is if you're going to download and edit my videos, or you're going to if you use me as an example in an educational setting, if you're using my video as a reference for something, then yeah, please credit me. But if you're using a snippet from one of my videos to, just edit it into a meme, or you're going to do something stupid with it, as long as you're editing and doing something fun with my videos, I don't care. Go ahead. I wasn't upset that they used my audio. I'm upset, and they didn't ask me. I'm upset that because they didn't ask me, the audio quality was shit. If they had asked me, hey, can I, use the narration from your video? I would have said, oh yeah, in fact, here you go, have the clean audio files. So you can, use, so you don't have to put music.
So you don't have to filter out the filter and do all sorts of weird things.
Yeah, you don't have to ruin the narration by removing the music. I was more upset about that. If you want like a narration from one of my videos, ask. Like, you can use it. But secondly, the incredible thing is as well, is whoever made that video also stole the footage as well.
What?
Because someone
they didn't even have their own footage?
Someone had commented, I think someone had commented, hey, that's my footage. And so I sent an email to the Didcot Railway Centre being like, hey, I don't know who has edited this together, but they're using my narration of it. I don't mind that, but I would have appreciated if you'd asked first, just so I could help by sending you some clean audio. I know how hard it is to find, a clean narration, so if you want narration done, I'd be more than happy to do it. But just ask. Because if there's one thing I can't stand, it's just it's the abysmal audio quality.
Did you get a response?
I did get a response, and they have since taken it down.
There you go.
Complaining wins the day again.
We did it, chat. We saved the internet.
I did it. I saved the world. Man, I miss old Jontron. Why are these pictures so small?
Why are these trains so small?
Oh, is that why the pictures are so small? Because the train is tiny. It's so tiny that we can't zoom in any further.
I want to know what a Znisk is.
I don't think that's the full word, but it might be the full word. I don't understand the language.
Znisk.
Also, love that just the chimney is just so comically large.
It's like a piping bag.
You know what? Now you've said that, I can't unsee it.
The icing goes in there, yeah.
Do you want to know what it is, Mike?
What?
It's your favourite thing in the world. A spark arrestor.
Yay. I still think they look goofy. They never look normal. They always look goofy. See? Goofy.
But that's not got a spark arrestor. It's just got a tapered funnel.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Tapered always looks goofy. And, like, the spark arrestor makes it tapered more. But, like, tapered is just goofy.
What?
It's very simple, ToT.
What is... Okay, first of all, damn, that's a big dome. What is that?
That's like a beer tankard. What are they called? Those,
A tankard.
Steins. That's it.
It's a stein.
That's a beer stein right there.
Either that, or is that the sanding dome? Is that where they put the sand? And that's why it's so big.
You'd need that's a lot of sand.
It's a lot of engine. So it's probably the sanding dome. But second of all, what is going on with its cylinders?
They're you don't think of it as like hydraulic pistons.
But what I'm trying to figure out though is like, what's this sticky outy bit coming out of the cylinder?
I don't know.
Like, because it's sticking out about as far as the buffers.
It's an extra buffer.
That I would not want to put any substantial weight on that dinky thing when it is connected to a high-pressure steam cylinder.
Someone in the chat said that's the bayonet.
Cavalry! Charge! Oh, boy. Next up, why are these so compressed?
Once again, that's the shape of a water tower on the top of this smoke thing.
I don't like those kinds of spark arresters. Like, make it taper in with the rest of the funnel, but like, don't just stick it on top.
You know what it looks like? There was a casino in Las Vegas called the Paradise Casino, and it was shaped like that. Literally the exact same shape. I think it was knocked down in the 1990s. It's like a weird bit of information that I'm aware of.
That's it. The fact doesn't go any further than that. There was just a casino in Las Vegas.
Yeah, no, it was shaped like that. It was like its whole gimmick was that it was like a tall, and it looked like that. It was built in the 60s. So, yeah. That's about it. It had a restaurant, I think. Like one of those revolving restaurants. I wouldn't know. I've never been to it. It was knocked down in the 90s.
I don't know. I was born long after that place was demolished. I like how that's not even the cursed part. I think the cursed part is just like the positioning of the cylinders and valve gear and running gear.
Yeah.
Which is kind of goofy. It's an oddly proportioned engine.
It is a bit weird, isn't it? Oh. You see, this one's kind of fun. I like it. It feels joyous.
Why is this wheel exposed but this one isn't?
It's funny.
Why is there a face sticking out of the wheel here?
Oh, I see it now.
That's
spooky.
It's Freddy Fazbear.
No!
Freddy Fazbear played Toreador March or.
We can't.
That is literally what is. That's what that is right there.
We shouldn't.
You know the end of the first Five Nights at Freddy's game where like you run out of power and you see Freddy's face glowing in the doorway? That's exactly what's going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you gonna try and like do some maintenance on the engine? Get hit with the
It's purple guy.
Purple guy.
Purple guy. I don't know much about FNAF anymore.
I don't think anyone does. The lore, like, if you look at any of the lore past like the main 6 games, it's impenetrable. Like, you're telling me that a guy built, his daughter died, and so a guy built 4 different robot versions of his daughter, each progressively getting older and older, and when she reached the right age, she turned the younger one off and turned the older one on, and transfer the memories across so she thinks she's aging naturally. And so that people can't tell that she's a robot, she's got like these weird aerial things that distort her appearance so people think she's a human. This used to be about Chuck E. Cheese mascots. How did we get here?
All I know is that one with the lightning bolt painted on his face. People on Twitter want him.
You mean Glamrock Freddy?
Yeah, there are a lot of people on Twitter who want him. It's frightening.
Gregory.
Why?
I just.
Why?
I don't know. Gregory.
You do a good. Like, you got a voice for it, man.
I need something to say as Glamrock Freddy.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Gregory, but I cannot buy you cigarettes. Gregory, pass the Faz vape. I'm craving a Nicky hit.
500 cigarettes.
Gregory, I need 500 cigarettes.
Will that help me get out of the pizza complex?
Sure. We need to bribe the security guards with something. Gregory.
This is
Gregory, did the beat go off?
this is unsustainable.
I'm gonna drive this joke into the fucking ground. Oh, God. Gregory, how do I purchase a Big Mac?
What do you mean? That you just go up to the kiosk and you hit the Big Mac button.
I have metal fingers, Gregory. They do not work on the touch screen.
Oh no!
Gregory,
Oh no!
we need to cook.
This is just turning into like those like, what was it called, like Elsa Gates slop channel? Like
Yeah, I know what you're
Freddy
on about.
Freddy Fazbear at the McDonald's at 4 a.m. Just like, oh
Freddy
my god,
Fazbear at 4 a.m. and the Joker is there, and so is Elsa from Frozen, and she's pregnant for some reason.
God, shoot me, please.
Oh God. Take me back. Take me back to a time when I did not know what that was.
You gotta go back.
Oh,
It's all good.
jeez.
It's all good, man.
I was downstairs with my headphones on and legit thought the first Gregory was an audio drop.
Do you think we've got the budget for drops like that? Have you seen how expensive a Steam Deck is? Or Stream Deck, I'm sorry. They're selling Stream Decks for like 150 Canadian dollars at Staples or whatever. That's a box with buttons on it for $150.
Gregory, you need to accept the sponsorship from NordVPN if you want to.
No!
If you want to afford a Stream Deck.
No! Absolutely not. We can't do that.
Gregory. Oh God. Gregory, we're behind on rent. You need to accept a sponsorship from Honey.
Oh no,
No, Freddy, not Honey. No. It's a scam. Have you not seen the video? It's a scam, Freddy. We can't accept a sponsorship from Honey. But Gregory, they're gonna turn the lights off.
9 gossip bear man. Don't go into the cave.
Oh my
Don't
God!
go into the spawn. This cave is full of scamming.
No, little German boy, don't go into. What are we doing? This was a stream about trains.
Don't go into the trains, little German boy. Oh my God! This tunnel is full of trains.
Oh. Gregory, you need to accept the Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. It is the greatest. It is the greatest MMO ever on mobile.
You could get cool characters like Skull Knight and Skull Knight and Skull Knight.
You ever seen Regular Show?
I have seen. Oh my God! You gotta bring up like that. These are all the same characters, just with different outfits.
It's like, there's plenty of other characters if you don't want to play the Pixie Sorcerer. No, there aren't. They're just the same. They're just the same character in different costumes, and he just flipped through the book. That was.
God, Regular Show is the best, and I mean this genuinely. Because of Regular Show, I speak a bit. I have vocal mannerisms similar to JG Quintel because of Regular Show. I fucking love that so much, man. I love that shit so much.
Gregory. Look, Gregory. It's the manual for the M1 Abrams. We must get this to the developers of War Thunder immediately.
Freddy, is this legal?
I don't know. But I want the game to be balanced properly. And I'm sure the developers want that too.
the Gregory, the armor modeling for the M1 Abrams is fucking unfair and broken as shit. I have these documents that prove that I'm correct. There shouldn't be this much armor around the collar of the tank.
God damn.
It's bullshit. It's not fair. Abrams is OP, man. This is...
Gregory, is it okay if I watch you play Undertale? I really like that papyrus fellow.
I mean, sure, I guess, but like, it's kind of, it's kind of weird. Have you ever tried reading a book with someone reading over your shoulder? It's kind of like that, you know?
It's okay, Gregory. I will stay quiet.
Just like, you just hear him breathing, I guess, like whatever
It's
robots
like a
do.
faint hum.
The fan running, the RGB gamer fan running inside of him.
Just every now, you know how like randomly like a background application will just run and like the fans spin up.
Just like stutters for a second, like, oh, sorry, no, I'm not mining crypto. It's okay. I'm not doing that. Don't worry about it.
Gregory, you should not have plugged me into your laptop. I think there was some malware.
On the positive side, I've mined 1,400 Ethereum in the last 12 days, or whatever it was. I don't know. I feel dirty for even mentioning that shit. Crypto is such a scam. I hate it.
Good news, Gregory. I have mined 1,400 Ethereum. But, what is Ethereum?
Gregory, I just bought more land in the metaverse. No, we can't.
Don't buy land in the metaverse.
We can't just poach vine sauce pits now.
Look,
we can't do that.
Look, all good jokes lead back to The Simpsons, right? If there's one thing... There was an episode... I don't know if you've ever seen that episode of South Park, but the episode is called The Simpsons Did It First.
I have heard of it.
Yeah, and the whole bit of the episode is that the characters are trying to figure out, what they're going to get up to and, what wacky adventures they're going to get up to this week. And then people just keep commenting about how The Simpsons has done it first. And it's because there are that many episodes of The Simpsons and that many gags that it is statistically probable that if you think of, like, a comedy story, The Simpsons has done it first.
Yeah. Probably.
Come, Gregory. We need to build the Transcontinental Railroad.
That seems like a lot to ask of just me and you?
Nonsense, Gregory. I'll start in New York and round up a bunch of Irish immigrants.
No!
You start in San Francisco and round up a bunch of Chinese immigrants.
Oh, God.
Together, Gregory, we shall unite America.
This guy...
It sounds dark, but that's literally how the Transcontinental Railroad was built. Just Chinese immigrants arrive in San Francisco. Hey, buddy, you want a job? Boy, how would you like to spend the next 80 hours? How would you like to spend like 140 hours a week building a railroad?
Pretty fast. Just like, oh, I don't want to. There's some websites that Fazbear's been looking at to get that idea. Oh, no.
No.
Check out my RGB gamer a RAM. Have you seen that RGB light up RAM for your computer?
I think I have that in my computer. Let me double check.
You have RGB RAM? Hell yeah.
No, I don't. There is some RGB built into the motherboard though.
Imagine just like trying to sneak around and then like Freddy's behind you, like lit up like a Christmas tree.
Gregory, I'm trying to sneak around.
Can't you turn off all those RGBs? No, they're hardwired in. They're like, some manufacturer, like some dumb shit. Like they're hardwired into the components, so you just can't turn them off.
Oh god.
Actually, no, it's even more dumb. I have like a Logitech or whatever it is. I got an RGB light up keyboard that required a second program to like control the lighting on. I think it was like Logitech Horizon or whatever it was called. The Ryzen whatever majig. And it's just like it's a full application that like updates every so often. God, what a rip. I hate computers. All my enemies live there.
We're going to travel back in time, Gregory, to the first Thanksgiving and take turkey off the menu. That's right, Gregory. We're going back in time to the first Thanksgiving to take turkey off the menu. That was sounding less and less like Freddy the more I went on.
This is just yeah, no. We're taking turkey off the menu.
Come, Gregory, to the Phasmobile.
It's like a spinny transition.
It's just a beats up old Ford Transit, but it's painted in like the glam rock Freddy orange with like the blue and white stripe across it.
It's like the Scooby Gang. It's like Freddy. It's the Phasmobile and the Phas Machine.
Oh,
and you have.
Yeah, I remember my favourite show, Scooby-Doo. They'd all pile into the Phasmobile, the Phas Machine.
Yeah, Freddy Fazbear and Scooby-Doo.
When's that movie coming out? When's the Scooby-Doo?
I was about to say.
When's the Scooby-Doo crossover with Five Nights at Freddy's coming out? Why haven't they done that yet?
It's gotta happen. Also, someone said the Fazenwagon, which I prefer. The Fazenwagon sounds obscene somehow. I feel like nothing
Let's get Fazen.
Nothing holy happens in the Fazenwagon. Nothing that is within God's light happens within the Fazen.
Any action that can be described as Fazen is clearly not in the Bible.
Whenever I get like an RV or something, because my plan is to get one, I'm gonna have like letter on the side painted like, "This is not a place of honor. Nothing of value is stored in here."
Oh, the nuclear
warning. Like the Yucca Mountains. Like, this place is best left shunned and never trodden on or something.
And you're gonna have a load of like spikes.
Yes, the intimidating pillars.
I don't want to get too off topic, but I genuinely don't think...
Oh, we're already...
Fuck it, let's go further afield.
We're half an hour into a tangent. Let's just go.
You know the whole shtick with, like, nuclear waste and how, like, the idea is we're going to, like, bury it deep underground and we're going to have it in, like, cement things and we're going to have a load of architecture around it that's very hostile to, like, dissuade people because clearly whatever's buried here is bad.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should not do that.
I think we
should just dig a big hole deep, someplace remote, and then just bury it in the ground. Because as soon as you start putting like big scary spikes on stuff and like warning labels, immediately there are people who are going to be like, well, I gotta know what's going on there.
Well, I mean, here's the thing.
Something buried. You're telling me there's something buried in the ground here? What could it be? I gotta find out. Oh, don't dig this up because nothing glorious is buried here. Not our dead. Blah blah blah. Bad stuff. How bad could it be? What's so bad that they had to go through all of this effort to bury it?
That's the thing. This is why I think we should do it, because this is an opportunity to like make a really cool like Indiana Jones style temple. I think that because like
yes!
That's what I'm saying. Like that's not a thing that exists in real life, but we can make it possible. We can make it real for the people who come along after us.
But consider, instead of the hostile architecture, we dig like a tunnel into a mountain, and the entrance is like an Indiana Jones-esque temple with the cave paintings on the wall that depict what's buried there, and like there's someone holding up this like, you know, glowing green rock, and you see a bunch of people like caught in the beam of it, like withering.
Oh my god. No, what you do is you have it like you can make it like the Ark of the Covenant, where like you have it in an ark, and then you have it where if it's opened, the lid for the demon sphere just like gets pulled out by like a string and it snaps shut and then just starts glowing blue and then
What?
like the Ark of the Covenant.
You know how, like, in Raiders of the Lost Ark, in the opening, like, Indiana Jones is explaining to, like, those two government guys what the Ark of the Covenant is. And he opens, like, a Bible, and there's, a picture of all, like, the Covenant carrying the Ark that's got the Ten Commandments in it. And there's this beam of light shining out of it onto people, and people are, like, recoiling. And one of the guys just asked, "What is that?" And Indy just like very pensively just goes, "The wrath of God."
Oh my fuck, that would be so cool.
Do you not want that?
Yes, we should do it.
That would be so good.
The wrath of, oh my god, that should have been in like
why
didn't they like they should have inscribed that on like the fucking demon core.
Contained
that goes hard.
Contained within this tomb is an element that wields the wrath of God.
Fuck yeah!
Why aren't we doing that? Why are we building like hostile architecture when we should instead be building Indiana Jones labyrinths?
That's metal as fuck. I love it. Gregory, this sphere is very interesting. It's glowing.
Gregory, I couldn't help but notice there's a screwdriver wedged. I couldn't help.
Gregory, I found a screwdriver. What are you doing? No!
Gregory, there's a screwdriver sticking out of this orb. I better pull it out. Freddy, no! Gregory? It seems my vision is becoming impaired.
Oh,
goodness,
no.
Gregory, you're looking awful emaciated.
This is sad.
This is getting sad now. This is turning into. This is turning.
Just like the worst fanfic.
It really is. This is just turning into When the Wind Blows, and I don't like it.
When the Wind Blows, starring Freddy.
It's the exact same. It's like the sweet old married couple. It's still drawn in like, the style of the snowman.
Storybook style, yeah.
But just glam rock Freddy's also there.
No, the movie's just the same until the very end, after like they both go quiet, and then Freddy Fazbear just sort of walks past the screen, and then roll credits. He doesn't say anything.
He just walks past. He just walks past, and one of the old people just goes, "Oh shit, was that Freddy Fazbear?" And then, and then they die. That's it.
Oh shit, was that Freddy Fazbear?
It's one of my favourite edits of like Home Alone 2.
Yes.
When Kevin's walking through, he's walking through the hotel lobby, and they replace Donald Trump with just Freddy Fazbear, and like it's just the kid stops, goes, "Oh wow, Freddy Fazbear, or." Cool.
Does he cool? It's just does he run away saying like FNAF?
He goes, "Cool."
Like,
he goes, "Cool, FNAF," and he walks away. And then Freddy just walks away, and he turns and looks like,
my fastball. No.
Gregory. I'm sorry to tell you this, Gregory, but by experimenting with radiation, we've microwaved our fastballs.
No.
We are infertile, Gregory.
What do you mean we?
Freddy just walks away.
Just walks away.
It's literally. What do you mean we? What do you mean we? Oh god, I love those. We should probably stop talking, Gregory. Train of thought and Michael need to get back to talking about trains.
Oh, God.
Can we even continue at this point? Can we even continue? We've got so far off track.
How far are we in the stream?
We're like 2 hours in.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. What the fuck is... I don't... What... Sure, that's cursed. I don't fucking know. What's going on in stream highlights? People are posting shit in stream. Here we go.
Yes.
Yes. Jingle, jingle.
Jingle, jingle.
I love these just one-word memes.
They're classic. They're pretty good.
Oh, boy.
Snow miser?
That's a TV with a top hat. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, there it is.
The Edsel.
Yay!
There we
Everyone's favorite car, the Ford
Edsel.
Pine Martins. Oh,
Don't know.
I love them.
That's going to be your new fursona, although they're recommending that be your fursona.
I wouldn't mind. I think that would be kind of funny.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't like that. What you need to have a clear-cut smoke box. You can't just continue the paint. There needs to be a clear-cut line. No, there needs to be a clear-cut line where the boiler ends and the smoke box begins. You can't do this.
You heard it here first. ToT likes his trains cut.
I fucking beg your pardon.
I'm not gonna elaborate. Yes, there. Look, that's the thing.
Oh,
no, scroll up a sec. There, see? That's the thing I'm talking about. It looked exactly like that smoke box.
L.
No! It gave us the L.
Yeah, I've seen this, by the way. It's pretty good.
I have too. It's incredibly high quality.
The Fazen wagon.
Forza Motorsport?
We need to
Forza 5.
We need to play Forza 5 so we can get the Fazen wagon. We're not doing that.
No.
Oh boy. Oh god.
Oh.
Gregory, we need to make Penn Central profitable again. We need to call the government to bail us out. The potatoes are fucking frozen, Gregory. The northeastern states have turned their backs on us. We are fucking broke, Gregory. It's been 2 years into the merge, and we're completely... It's only been 2 years into this merge, and we're completely empty of capital.
What am I supposed to do about that? Just like a child.
We need to dump our stocks, Gregory. No!
Yes!
No! God. I love as well that he's looking at the correct...
He's looking at him. Like, yeah, it works.
It's the look on his face of like, oh shit, that's Freddy Fazbear. Oh, we got a lolly coming. Oh, yes!
It's Freddy Fazbear. FNAF.
It's the way he turns around at the end. Oh god. What is it? What is this?
£1.99.
What pound? Why are you showing me hand sanitizer? Is this hand sanitizer? Why are you? Where are you right now?
Where are you? Show yourself.
Are you in Wilco's? Wilco's has gone bankrupt. They're all closed. How are you in a Wilco's?
It's from an alternate reality where Wilco's still exists.
There's more job application. Jump scare. Oh Jesus. Damn it. Right. We're back. We're going back to cursed trades. We've derailed this too much. We have to do something right.
Once more onto the
it's wrong driving wheels. Wrong driving wheels.
It looks like it's like leaning back a bit. Like, you know?
It does look like it's it's like the cab is heavier than it should be.
It's sagging a little bit. You got to get new shocks for it. It'll do that.
The shock absorber's just broken.
Absorber?
Shush. We're moving on. Man.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it looks like a plasticky toy. That's fine.
I have a weird band-driven 040 that gets worse the more you look at it. I got it a few days ago.
Band-driven? What does that mean? Is like a rubber band in there?
Probably.
That's kind of neat.
It's low detail enough that I don't really care.
Yeah, it's just a toy. It's just like a silly little... It's a silly little toy.
When it's a toy like this... Jim Van der Kolk, did I die? Yeah, probably.
It's possible.
If you're watching this stream, then, you know, death is preferable, given that we spent, like, the last 15 minutes doing an impression of Glam Rock Freddy.
It's the content you come here for. Oh.
He left the rest of himself behind.
Man.
This really is one of those images that just needs the word man on it, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, electric train. That I'm gonna try to read this. Can you move your mouse a little touch?
No.
Okay, well it's the fascium former. The phasinum form. Phasinum former. There we go. Und der Frequenzfalter 2. Frequenzfalter 2. Haupttraffic.
You get one more word. Make it count.
Gleichstrom.
Now,
that was probably really that was butchered. I'm bad at German. I'm sorry. Oh.
I think we've seen this one before.
Preservation Society.
Class 40 Preservation Society. How do we show we want to preserve Class 40s? Hear me out on this. We cut one up.
It's a long vehicle, though. Look at it. It doesn't look that long.
It really is not long. I think...
That's not long at all. I've seen trucks longer than that.
I think what makes it a long vehicle is that you've got this bit of overhang over the back of the trailer.
Oh, it's because you can't see.
It's probably one of those, like, technicalities where it's not necessarily the frame itself that's long, it's the load on it.
You know the thing, though, this thing probably has better visibility than like the Ford F1 whatever.
Oh yeah,
you know?
No, it's the average American pickup truck has somehow worse visibility than this.
It's actually, you see, a design requirement by U.S. law. You have to have a toddler-sized blind spot at every point around your truck.
Your pickup truck must obstruct. What's the? You know the word I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you must not be able to see. You must have blind spots large enough to contain a small child at all points in time.
Your pickup truck
obfuscate.
Yeah, you go. It's a legal requirement that your pickup truck
discombobulate.
God's sake. Your pickup truck must obfuscate. Fuck.
Obfuscate.
Your pickup truck must obfuscate your view for at least 30 feet. You cannot see a child within 30 feet of the front of your truck. That's just a full.
And that's just how I like it. I like my trucks tall.
Damn kids shouldn't have been in the road. Sir,
he's just like driving like halfway on the curb.
Sir, you ran down a man on a motorcycle. Damn kid. Should watch where he's going when he's in traffic.
Oh boy.
Now I'm gonna drive while drinking me a beer.
As the founding fathers intended.
No.
LMS stands for large, medium, and small.
It's just like, it's just what? It's just the delivery of that. It's just the delivery of that. Like you were just reading a list. Oh no. I'll have you know, Mike, it stands for London Midland Scottish Railway. The London Midland Scottish, that's what LMS stands for. Just so you can learn something.
London is large, Midland is middle, and Scotland is S.
You were about to call Scotland small, weren't you?
Geographically, it's smaller than the rest of the Britain. So,
do you want to have a crack at that sentence again?
It's big in spirit. That's what the S stands for, spirit.
Large Midland spirit.
The S in Scotland stands for spirit. Like emoticon, like colon bracket smiley face.
It's got that like blush emoji that's got like the eyes closed.
Yeah. The S stands for spirit.
I mean, I don't hate this paint job. I think the rendering of it in this engine doesn't do it any favours, but honestly, in person, I think if you get rid of this yellow stripe around the smoke box, I don't think that would look half bad.
I like the yellow stripe. I think it's a nice little... It's subtle. It's a little touch. A little touch. I mean,
also, this is a Great Western engine, and it's painted in LMS colours, which is the cursed thing. But honestly...
That's fine.
I don't hate it too much.
It's not. It's pretty okay. Oh, someone said the yellow should be gold leaf. That would be fun. Although I don't think gold leaf would hold up pretty well.
Nah.
Like on a train.
Nah. Well, yeah, the material wouldn't. Brass.
Brass, though. There you go. Polished up brass.
Because this part here, this silver part here, and this part here, they're usually brass.
Ooh.
Like polished brass. So... honestly, that being like a sort of brass colour might work.
Yeah, just sort of zhuzh it up a bit. That'd be nice. Oh. Todd, can we get a zoom in on that face real quick?
This is as zoomed in as it gets.
Chat, can we get a clip of this and just sort of like...
Hold on, I can zoom it in even further for chat. Let me...
Yeah, chat, I feel like this needs to be examined.
There we go. Not a single thought behind those eyes.
He's seen the thread of fate that connects between him where he is now and his death, and he is duty-bound to stay on that thread, no matter where it will lead him.
Okay, Dio.
Was that a Dio quote? I was just quoting a Tumblr post about hamsters.
I love that we both had two massively different things. I was like, oh, okay, Dio, because in part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Dio has this theory that everything is connected through gravity. Fate is a thing that can be measured and everyone is destined to follow it.
And I'm just here like hamster. This train got hamster energy. I feel like it.
No.
Just no?
No.
Just shutting that down immediately? No?
No. I'm not going to give you any credit for that.
Okay. I will say that this station has seen better days. Look at all the grass growing up in it.
I mean, it's not long grass.
No, but it is grass.
It's the right kind of length for it to be quaint.
Okay, no, I see it now.
It adds
okay, I
rustic charm.
Yeah, it's a feature. It's rustic.
We were begging for him to keep his house in fitting with the village's rustic aesthetic. But no.
Oh, it's One Piece.
One Piece!
I like it.
I'll do a video on this one day, maybe, probably not.
We'll talk about One Piece one day.
Norwegian six-wheel tankers. And we know it's Norwegian because
Esso?
we know it's Norwegian because the image quality is really tiny.
So what's cursed about this? Is just the tanker.
I think it's just the extra middle pair of wheels, which honestly on a lot of tanker cars isn't that uncommon.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's fine. Van
looks Van Voggen.
Van Voggen. Yeah.
It looks a little weird on this one, like the perspective's kind of weird and it just looks like it doesn't need to be there, but it's not cursed. Oh.
What the?
He's smiling.
Oh, Watchmen cameo. I don't know what that's not.
Who watches The Watchmen?
You can on HBO Max, coming soon to.
I just checked stream highlights and now we've got a clip from...
Is that Herbie?
That's Herbie Fully Loaded. I recognize that movie anywhere.
Herbie Locked and Loaded.
Herbie Locked and Loaded.
Herbie's got a gun. Oh.
Oh no. Oh, Toad, no. Say it ain't so.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Boy, The Wind in the Willows really took a dark turn after Chapter 7.
I'm trying to think of a caption to go with this, but my mind's
Whatever, go my biplane.
Me when my idiot sibling wants to play. Just throw a rock at him.
Me when I don't like this train.
There we go.
Yeah, this is what we need.
That's infinitely more funny than what I can say. Oh boy, hello Thomas. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna mute that because that's probably gonna get me strikes because it always bloody does. Yeah, it's drone footage with Thomas.
Oh.
Which it can't just be me. Like whenever I see footage of someone like flying a drone like this, I really want to see like a big like action set piece going on. Like there's a great big fight happening in one of these abandoned buildings and like the camera's flying between individual fights. And like for a moment it follows two people as they run upstairs and that keeps going upstairs and it goes to another fight scene. You know?
I mean, shit, it's only a matter of time until someone works that out. Because that would be a real...
Hey, Hollywood screenwriters, producers, and or directors. You owe me royalties.
I mean, you know how, like, The Matrix did, like, bullet time, and that was, like, a huge advancement? Like, I feel like the person who's going to crack filming with a drone doing random stuff like this, that's going to be the next bullet time. Sonic!
Oh no. Wait, hold on a minute. Wait a second. Hang on a moment.
He vibing.
Wait a minute. That's really well edited. Well done. Whoever made that.
When you
well
grooving.
done.
I love that.
He's grooving.
That is a really good edit, by the way. Damn.
Why am I hearing Staying Alive by the Bee Gees?
It's a bit too fast for Staying Alive.
But you can see it.
I can see the vision.
This one. The Mission Impossible train thing.
whatever. Go my train.
What upsets me about this is, okay, yeah, you filmed the train going off the rails for real. Great. But if you watch that scene in the film, like, this whole segment here, like the thing it drives off of, in the film, it's replaced with a CGI bridge. That's obviously been blown up, because obviously it's cheaper to construct that and CGI over it than it is to, do this. And like the gorge and the viaducts it falls into, that's all CG'd as well. Like, they replace all the rock like a bunch of the rock formations, and like this dirt track it falls into, they replace that with like a stream.
Yeah.
And so it's like, okay, I understand doing it for real, because then you have like, the visual reference for the CGI artists. But given that you've CGI'd everything, it just makes the train look CG as well. Like, it's genuinely a curse with digital cameras, is that under certain lighting, everything looks like it's rendered with CG. Is that just me?
Yeah. Well, I think it's more that CG has just gotten good enough where you can ask that question, like, oh, is this actually real, or is it,
No, I get that, but it's at the same time, it's one of those things where I'll look at something that's CG and be like, oh, that's a really nice location they shot at, and then someone will be holding, or like, someone will be holding an object, or it will zoom in on like a car, or like it will zoom in on something, and it'll be like, oh, that looks super CG. But the thing they zoom in on is a real thing. It's just the lighting and the camera work is designed and done with so much CG in mind that when you film a real object with it, it looks CG, because CG is so good it almost looks real.
Have you seen, this is just making me think of, like, have you seen those photos of, like, Samuel L. Jackson on, like, the set of, like, whatever Marvel slop number 47?
Oh, I know the one you're on about. It's, I know why they did it. It was Spider-Man Far From Home, and because of shooting conflicts, they couldn't have him on set at the time. So, they had to have him sit in a chair on a green screen so they could green screen him in later. But even the gun he's holding is, like, designed with, like, tracking markers on it so they can replace it with whatever they want later.
It's so fucking sad. Like, when I look at stuff like that, I feel like I feel like the spirit of David Lynch is just like it inhabiting me for a moment, and it's just like it's like, yeah, don't watch a movie on your fucking phone. Like, this isn't how you shoot movies.
It is
this
like
is awful.
the Ian McKellen breakdown on The Hobbit.
What?
Like, surely Ian McKellen cried on the set of The Hobbit.
Oh yeah, now I remember. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Someone was like, yeah, no, Ian McKellen cried. And nowadays, when you're shooting Marvel, whatever, or like Star Trek, you just have like an actor stand in a blue blank room holding a piece of like foam that's sort of like with tracking balls on it, so they can render in whatever you want in their hand later. It's just like, this is hardly acting.
I personally blame James Cameron.
That's interesting.
Because
why James Cameron?
Avatar.
Oh.
I mean, there's probably other people to blame, but Avatar.
Yeah.
I just want to shit on Avatar for a bit.
Avatar was like the biggest, like, everything CG movie.
I can't deny, like, the movie still looks phenomenal considering that was, 2009? Like, it genuinely looks phenomenal, but it sort of set the precedence of, oh, this is what we can do with CG now. I don't know. I genuinely think what CGI artists and companies should start doing is animating their effects so they look slightly worse.
I don't think that'd fix things. Because like, the problem is...
hear me out on this. Mandalorian. You know how they have, the little baby Yoda, Grogu?
Yeah, I want to kill it.
Like, it's a little puppet. we all can see it's a puppet. But then there are some shots where it's not a puppet, where it's fully CG. But they animate it like it's still a puppet. And so no matter what, it always looks real. Because it's moving like a puppet. So it looks like a puppet. And we know puppets are real, so it looks real.
Yeah.
By making it slightly worse, it looks miles better. I
get that.
I think whenever like a CGI artist team are tasked with like making like a big city destruction thing, they should move things like it's a miniature. Like, you know how physics behaves slightly differently when something's a miniature? And that's been like clearly been slowed down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, this is a massive tangent once again.
Okay, yeah, let's keep scrolling. There we go. Man. Penguin taking him for a walk. Man with 2 ends.
Wow.
Subopsum. Oh no.
What's happening?
Look at the wheels.
I'm looking at the wheel. Oh.
They're locked up.
Oh. Oh, hell yeah.
Voice. Yes.
Yeah, man.
No, hold on. You need to understand that the word man also has to be like really low quality as well. Like same quality as the rest of the picture.
And you gotta have a photo of the train like flipped horizontally and at like half opacity on the other side of the screen.
Like, yeah, he's envisioning. Like he's speaking
yeah, like
to
he's
the spirit
envisioning.
elders.
Man.
Hatsune Miku!
Wow.
I think, oh god. Freddy Fazcar.
Gregory.
Oh, what? One sec, I need to get the Faz voice.
You got it. You got to prepare.
Hop on, Gregory. We need to go star in the next episode of Top Gear. Nah, I fucked it. The Faz voice is gone.
Oh, man.
TF2 voice lines. Okay.
What?
Cool, I'm not reading all of that. Satopum hat. This.
Shark. Blaha.
Ah, yes.
Yay.
Blajga. I can't remember how it's pronounced.
Blaja.
Ally to all the trans people everywhere. There's something.
Oh no, too long didn't read.
Too long didn't read. Ending of One Piece. Bring back Conrail. Too long didn't read. Fuck. All aboard the hype train. Oh. Well, there wasn't.
Yeah, it's kind of cold out.
Wasn't much left of him. This will drastically affect fishing season. I love these memes.
Borzoi!
Oh.
That guy's leaned at the exact same angle as the train. Holy shit. Look at him.
He's got that lean. And there's just this guy over here who's just looking at the camera guy. You alright?
Yeah.
Crazy what's going on here, eh?
Yeah, check this out. It's weird.
Oh, no, James exploded.
Oh, no. Oh, no, he's dead.
Oh, he did a drift. He did a sick Tokyo drift.
Spin.
Okay, bye. Naughty passengers will be... I don't like that they use the word naughty.
That's not a good verb. Or, no, adjective.
Old Gordon. Okay, finally they caught
Here it is.
Is this you, Mike?
Yes. Every day, baby. Every day.
Right. People are saying rapid. Right, back to the cursed trains.
People just want to leave, man.
Do we just end the stream at this point? Like, oh.
Nah, we gotta look at
Okay, that's Tornado's boiler. I think that's Tornado's boiler. It's a boiler for Tornado.
Oh.
Oh. He's doing the yoinky sploinky.
It's like a funicular. It's meant to go up hills.
Quite clearly, this is just a Great Western castle modified into a vernacular.
It's like a funicular.
We've seen that before.
Oh.
What's that picture of like the dog, and it's like got a paw on like those two little model toy dogs, and he's just saying, "Now kiss."
Now kiss. I thought you were about to say, what's that picture of the dog? It's like, I know what you are.
Big Besh isn't real. Big Besh can't hurt you. Big Besh. It's a big boy.
That's not a very useful gun. That's not a useful... That you can only shoot directly in front of you.
Maybe slightly upwards. It's like one of those old like railway guns where they'd have to like dig out the embankment and like relay their own rails.
What was that massive gun that the Germans built?
The Schwerer Gustav.
Damn, you fucking pronounced that shit well.
Yeah, because I did a video on it.
Yeah, the Schwerer Gustav. You aimed it by just like driving it up and down a curved piece of track.
You gotta love that in World War II, there were two very different approaches to the super weapon. Because you had Germany, who was like, the super weapon, we shall build a great big gun. The biggest gun in the world. We shall build the biggest train in the world. We shall build the biggest boats in the world with the biggest guns in the world. Like, literally all it was just make conventional weapon bigger. And then there was just the US, which was, what if we managed to put the sun in a bomb? What if we just exposed human beings to the full concentrated power of the sun?
Dude walked up to Oppenheimer like, yo, we got an idea. What if the sun, but like, we make it? And Oppenheimer's like, count me the fuck in. That's all that happened. That was dope. I watched Oppenheimer, so that's how it went pretty much.
I love Oppenheimer because the guys approached Oppenheimer and was like, hey, you're a nuclear physicist, right? Could we make a great big bomb that will do a great big kill? And Oppenheimer was like, hell yeah, we can do a great big bomb that'll do a great big kill. And then
well, in theory, actually, the calculations say that perhaps it is possible to create a big kill with a big bomb.
And then he was like, and then he made the big bomb that does a big kill. And then is surprised that the US Army, whose job is to kill things, used the great big bomb to do a great big kill. Twice.
Do you think...
I know Bird. I don't know if you watch Bird. I love his videos. But
I have seen Bird.
Bird did a great video on it where it was like, you did it, Mr. Poopenheimer. You did it. Your bomb was successful. And he's going, oh no. I didn't think they would... The big kill bomb, they'd use it to do a big kill.
It's funny because, like...
Why?
At the time... Why?
Like...
I can kind of see what like is because like it was all theoretical. Like all of the physics and stuff was completely untested. Like yeah, the math worked out, but like there's a lot of stuff that seemed to work out on paper, and then you try it in reality and it doesn't work. So like I can kind of see how they were surprised that oh shit, this thing actually worked. Oh shit, you know.
It's also the fact that Oppenheimer was like, okay, but we don't use it on people because nuclear radiation is a horrible, horrible way to die. So how about we just detonate it off the coast of Japan so they understand the powers they are dealing with? And the president was... What was it, Truman that gave the orders?
It was Truman. Truman was in office at the time.
Truman just went, nah. Microwave them.
Truman was a dick. He yeah, I know, he just
wasn't like the exact quote from Truman. Like he met up with Oppenheimer, and Oppenheimer was like racked with guilt over what he'd done, and Truman was just like, "Don't be such a..." I
can't stand that weepy idiot or whatever it was.
Yeah, it's just like, "Don't be such a pussy. I dropped the bomb."
Yeah, sure. I'm sure he felt very guilty about that.
Yeah, like
I'm sure that kept Truman up at night.
Truman didn't give a shit.
Truman didn't care whatsoever. It's really funny. A funny little fact of information I know about.
Funny asterisk.
A funny little tidbit of like a tangent thing. So the U.S. government went to massive lengths to try and keep their nuclear program a secret. Because, like, you'd kind of expect them to. They weren't that slick as they thought, though, because there was a Kodak film factory that, for some reason, all of their batches of film started like getting contaminated and like exposed before they were ever actually like put in a camera. That was radiation. That was ambient radiation rising because of the usage of uranium and minerals and things. Another thing is that there was this science fiction writer who, like, very shortly after the war began, before the nuclear program was really up and running, wrote a short science fiction story where he described the mechanism of a theoretical nuclear weapon, and was like so close that the US government sent guys round towards his house to see if he was like a spy or like had inside information. Turns out that like, no, that's just like the most logical way you would go about, doing that. And, it's that thing where like, there's literally a quote in the Oppenheimer movie where it's like, the math is there. Like anyone can do the math and figure out that it might be possible. But one of the things he said was, and this is kind of anecdotal, was that just as the FBI guys were leaving, he said, "Oh, and by the way, I know that you're doing it in Los Alamos. 5 of my students just got job offers to move out there." It's kind of funny. I thought that was like a funny little thing. I wish I had the actual name of the guy.
Someone will write it in the comments. Maybe, probably, I doubt it. But
Chat probably has it.
Someone might.
Chat just knows everything, it seems. Anytime I get something wrong, Chat's just like,
Chat is omnipotent. I am scared
I appreciate
of Chat.
it. I genuinely appreciate it, because like I can't remember this thing myself. It's kind of funny.
Anyway, should I accept this sponsorship offer from San Pellegrino?
What the hell is San Pellegrino?
I don't know. Just pay San Pellegrino is looking for working with creators like you. This is such a fucking scam email. San Pellegrino is looking for working with creators like you to develop exciting brand collaborations. We believe your creative approach aligns perfectly with our brand goals. We are eager to talk about the potential of producing an exciting collaboration. We are looking forward to hearing from you to start the conversation. Can't wait to joining forces. That's it. It's not addressed to me. It's not from anyone. I just checked my emails while Mike was talking, and bang, I've got a sponsorship offer from San Pellegrino.
Someone in chat said someone in chat said it's a sparkling water company. Why do I get the feeling that like if you Google that sponsor that sparkling water company, somehow the first articles are going to be like human rights violation, labor malpractice suit, like just shade, like somehow this.
It's not even that. San Pellegrino is just Italian. I've googled it now. It's Italian sparkling water, and like that's all it is. It's just Italian sparkling water.
Huh.
Like flavored as well.
Yeah.
It's part of Nestle.
Oh, there it is.
So you know there's some human rights violations in there somewhere. But no, I think it's just someone is
to make one bottle of sparkling water.
We carbonate the tears of orphans. Oh dear. Okay, back to the trains. Why is he so square?
He a block boy. He Minecraft.
He boot too big for he goddamn feet. He looks like a pug.
I can see it.
This is what pugs look like. Just horrible.
Mm-hmm. This is I'm trying to recognize that logo because I've seen it before. Sweden.
I want to say France.
Chat will probably have it in a moment.
No, it might be Switzerland, maybe.
Oh,
it's Dutch.
Be. Oh, we were all wrong.
It can't be Dutch. The image is too high quality.
No, that's Norway.
Oh.
You see, the Dutch was able to stockpile pixels.
It's all around that area of Europe.
The Dutch have an emergency contingency plan where they stockpile pixels for times of scarcity.
What the hell happened here? Because, like, they were going with some... Look at the rails, how they've bent the rails.
Ugh.
Like, they were going at some speed when they did this.
Probably the wind.
Someone just commented weed. Yep, that's the Netherlands.
Yeah, that's what it would do. It's all good though. I have to say, I like the snout on that train on the left there.
This one.
Yeah, it's got a nice snout shape.
It's got a good shape. I can't argue with that. You're right. Okay, we'll look at these last three and I think we'll call it quits. Oh! It's the drill thing from the Magic Roundabout.
Oh yeah, also known as Dougal.
I watched like 30 seconds of the American dub of that film and it made me want to deafen myself.
I'm not gonna lie, when I was a young child, I would watch that movie like a load of times. I very much liked that movie as a young child.
The British version, the British dub is so much better because it just has like Tom Baker as the villain and he's just making like he's just being like comically evil the entire time. I mean,
the British dub is better because it's like an actual attempt at a movie instead of just like the production company just like saying like get a bunch of fucking get a bunch of famous people and do the voices and add a shit ton of it's an actual movie everything. Just make a shitload of references. Who cares? The British version is an actual movie and the other one is basically like an official abridged dub.
It's no, I'm not even going to call it that because that would be very dismissive of my favorite show, Ghost Stories.
Oh yeah, no. What I mean is that like it has the same, I guess, like relation to the source material as Ghost Stories, which is
none.
Just do whatever. None. Just none.
My favorite line from the Magic Roundabout, the British dub, is like Zbad's ordering, his minion Sam. They're on the train, and they're like, "Sam, go up top and execute the prisoner." Execute the prisoner? Can't do that, sir. Geneva Convention. Well, guess what? I'm unconventional! Off with his head.
My favorite line.
My delivery was dog shit. But it's just full of... I just love it. It's just stupid like that.
My favorite line from the American dub is the rabbit goes like, he's behind me, isn't he?
That tells you everything you need to know.
Yep, that's the American dub for you. They had Whoopi Goldberg, didn't they? She was the voice of the cow, wasn't she?
I don't know. I never watched the American dub because I have taste.
I can remember the rabbit had like a surfer bro voice, and the cow was voiced by Whoopi Goldberg, and then the dog was some generic guy. I have no idea.
Nah, you gotta go with the British dub because the rabbit was voiced by Bill Nighy.
I know of him. He was in Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah. And Hot Fuzz, and he was Davy Jones in Pirates of the Caribbean. And I love the fact that Bill Nighy is such like a classic and well-trained actor. But he's so proud of his filmography, he's sick of people asking him about Pirates of the Caribbean. Because he hated that film. And, like, you've got Tom Baker is, Zebad. And it's just Tom Baker having the time of his life. Just making jokes and quips. Love him. Oh, God.
Yeah.
These are great movies. The Train!
The eyes.
Yeah, the eye... When it's not moving, the eyes are very upsetting.
You need
to make like the whites of the eyes slightly red. And it'll look, those,
God, if
those
someone had the idea to do that.
No, those pictures of like a cat crying. Just make the eyes slightly red and it has that energy.
I was gonna say, like, no, they would. If somebody had like floated the idea across the table in the American dub, like, what if we edit the rabbit where his eyes are a little bit red every scene? Wouldn't that be kind of funny? Because he's like a stoner rabbit. That'd be funny, like stoner surfer dude voice. That's about where the American dub is at. It's not great.
Nah, you see, the British dub is better because they just lean into the fact that the rabbit is a stoner. Like, the entire time, Bill Nighy... obviously, it's a kid's film. They don't confirm it. But the entire time, Bill Nighy is just talking like, whoa, man. That's crazy.
I thought, like, the surfer dude, like the stoner voice was, like, an invention of the American dub.
No, he was deliberately, like, kind of stoner vibes.
Okay.
He's named Dylan because he plays the guitar and he's named after Bob Dylan.
Oh. That makes sense.
Also in the British dub, because the dog, Dougal, really likes sugar, the rabbit makes a remark about how, yeah, it starts with you having a sweet tooth, but before you know it, you get a craving for something sweet, like, all day long, and then before you know it, you're on 2 bags a day.
I could have sworn that was also in the American dub. That sounds like a joke they would have made in the American dub. Granted, it
wouldn't have been delivered as well, though.
It has been over a decade since I've seen this movie.
We'll have to give it a watch, and I will cringe at every single line and want to kill myself.
I can't wait for that stream. Yeah, no, chat, if you want that stream, ping ToT 100 times. Do
not do that. Do not do that. I swear to
cannot
God.
Stress this
do
enough.
not do that. Do not do that. No. No. Do not do that. Mike, what have you done? You have to ping Mike as well, because he wants to watch it too. You have to ping him as well.
Just ping. Yeah, just
I can't wait to go
mod.
to. I can't wait to go to bed and wake up tomorrow and check the Discord server and see 100 notifications.
Ping every mod in the server if you want. If you want us to sit down and watch fucking Dougal, I guess. Oh, I've already got a ping. I've already.
What's the, those like memes where it's like, take the Mr. Ping challenge, ping the mods of this server 7 times and try not to get banned. That's exactly what's happening. I will.
Here we go.
Oh no, I see stream highlights has gone from 3 to 4. Okay, I'm leaving this here.
We're done for the night.
I'm
Oh,
done.
boy.
I don't think we've had a cursed train stream that has gone this derailed.
This cursed stream is in and of itself pretty cursed.
But that's the glory of it. It's not just the
Yeah.
trains that are cursed, it's the behaviour of the viewers and the hosts.
This is
Oh
just
god,
like this
now
is...
I've got 6 pings in
Yes.
stream highlight. Okay, there we go, that's the picture I was about. George Lifehacks, feeling lonely, buy a McChicken.
I love it. I love McChicken. It is wild to me how good the
Right.
McDonald's was in the UK.
Making a deal with Bill Cipher. He's going to make the FNAF law. Don't do it!
No!
Don't do it, Gideon! Do you
No,
not
little
understand
German
the
boy. Don't go into
implications?
the FNAF
Do you
don't
not
go into the
understand
FNAF
how
game.
insane the FNAF lore is? It started as a series where a guy murdered a bunch of kids. Now there's a whole like subplot to do with living metal and have like the soul infused with it.
This gif is just me when I dip my hand in like paraffin wax and like, grab onto something that is on fire.
God damn it. Wow,
Me
Gregory,
when
the Mystery Shack is full of surprises. I was told we should buy gold, Gregory. A little triangle told me to do so.
Freddy, I don't want to do this anymore. That's just the perfect picture for that. Oh my! It's this train again. This is the third time
someone's
we've
just
seen it.
alternate reality. Let's buy a bunch of castles. Here you go, lads. Boom. Cool. Done.
If you want to see the Google stream, ping Todd with the picture of that train specifically.
What, this one?
Yeah, just send it. Just
Not
send
the
that
one
train.
from the film. Just a completely unrelated picture.
Yeah, just ping him with that train 100 times.
Highland single malt Scotch whiskey. Hey, you know
Oh
what?
Lord, I feel like I'm gonna need that after this stream.
I need alcohol. I have never needed alcohol harder than I do right now. The eyes, the suffering. Oh no. Life skink.
Life skink reaction.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That doesn't count. At Twain a fort. At Boo-Woony. ADHD. What's the music for this?
This got aggressive quickly.
Me too. You can't ping twice. That's the rule. You can't ping twice.
Why is it open season? What?
No, because I know what this GIF is referencing in this moment in this scene when he like does the smirk and it fades to footage of him running over a deer.
Oh.
That's what it does. So this is the fact that I know that upsets me more than I don't know.
You're an open season scholar, dude.
Unstoppable
learned
review
man.
where I need to do Unstoppable. I keep forgetting to do Unstoppable.
Why does that train have a nuclear symbol on it?
Because
Why does that?
Because, Mike, the train's cargo is dangerous. It's gonna go around a bend and derail into a big stockpile of diesel fuel and pollute the city. We gotta stop the train, Mike.
Movie called Unstoppable. Watches movies. They stop the train.
Oh no.
Nice
and
No.
Fred.
We gotta...
Fuck, irritating. Oh no. Okay, can we end this?
Are we done? Am I dead yet?
I don't know. I'm changing the scene thing to the title card. There we go. We can't look at the cursed trains anymore. It's over.
We're done.
The
We're
stream
good.
is over. Stop posting pictures.
Keep posting pictures. It helps engagement.
Stop posting about trains.
I'm tired of hearing it.
Oh no.
Show over. We're done. Goodbye. Show over. Channel over.
Terrier Productions, I literally just joined. Too bad. Rewatch the VOD. I don't give a shit.
No, we could just do it again. Let's just,
Oh yeah, start all
We'll
over
start
again.
to start again.
Let's scroll all the way back to where we were. I'm playing the goddamn Tugs theme.
Gregory, I've got
Where
a
is
copy of
it?
Tugs on DVD.
Quick, do I play the left one or the right one?
What does that mean?
Left one or the right one?
Right.
Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. This has been...
Oh, man.
You're hearing the music, right, Mike?
I'm not, actually, because I'm not watching the stream.
Well, too bad then.
have no
Mike,
idea
give
what's
your
happening.
information.
You can find me in your garden, eating your leaves.
Very, very well said, Mike. Very well said. This has been an absolutely abysmal stream. Please do not watch any more in future. Do not ping me. I'm gonna go cry. I'm gonna go. I was cleaning the house the other day and I just found a whole bunch of like spare alcohol, half full bottles of alcohol. I've got like rum, I've got whiskey, I've got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna go drown my sorrows in that.
He's gonna make a fun cocktail.
I'm gonna pour a bunch of different alcohols together, light a match, and then the local news is gonna report that the house burned down in Manchester because I tried to do a TikTok challenge, even though I wasn't trying to do a TikTok challenge. Anyway, have fun, guys. Bye.
Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your lives. Enjoy
what's left of our sanity.
And just you gotta. I'm pretty fucking faded right now, dude. I gotta. I don't know, man.
Have you tried popping some Prozac, Gregory?